Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Latrobe Memorial Stadium, Week 5 of the high school football season. Greater Latrobe Wildcats once again at home, and they will be hosting the Wolverines of Woodland Hills. I'm Bill Brown, joined as always by the superintendent, the voice of Greater Latrobe High School football, Mike Paremka, Mike Dudurich, and, of course, Tom Everett, statistician extraordinaire. And we are here for this game tonight between the 4-1 Greater Latrobe Wildcats and the 3-2 Woodland Hills Wolverines. This our pregame show is brought to you by St. Vincent College in Latrobe. It's a first-tier liberal arts college that prepares students for successful careers and meaningful lives. Explore more than 60 major programs of study and learn more about how personalized education is an affordable option with 100% of freshmen receiving scholarship aid. Schedule a campus tour at www.stvincent.edu. St. Vincent College. Together, we rise. So, Mike, here we are tonight, Woodland Hills. This is an explosive opponent for the Wildcats.
Well, it is. Woodland Hills last week, they led Shaler. They played on Saturday. They didn't play Friday night. They played at Shaler on Saturday. They led Shaler 35-0 at the half and rolled to a 49-7 victory. Bill, they outgained Shaler 392 yards to 66. Their quarterback, Cam Walter, he's a junior, one of the top passers in the WPIAL. He had 146 yards passing, 2 touchdowns passing, and 1 rushing. Cam Walter on the season has 721 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The running back, Taylor Reed, added 2 touchdowns, and defensive back, Prince Tarrant, had a 40-yard interception return for a touchdown. But they are big, Bill. I'm going to say that. They are big. They are fast. They are big. They are fast.
Big. They have 2 players over 300.
They do.
Pounds.
Their offensive line, 240, 308, 290, 270, and 276. Then their skill guys can go, too, and they're led by Scoop Smith. He has 18 catches on the season for 345 yards and 5 touchdowns. Malik McLeod, another receiver for them, has 11 catches on the season for 222 yards and 4 touchdowns. And their running back, Elijah Nesby, 44 carries, 236 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the season. They can score. They score in bunches. They come into this game scoring 152 points on the season, Bill. That's the highest in the Big East Conference by far.
Well, then you go to the other end of the spectrum, and there's Greater Latrobe coming off 2 no-touchdown games that they allowed. And also, they're one of the best defenses in the WPIAL.
Yeah, 14-0 last week against Armstrong. That was their second shutout of the season, shutting out Connellsville at Connellsville in Week 0. Early injuries to the Wildcats. Johnny Wetzel tweaked a knee on a defensive play early in the first quarter. Alex Tash banged up his shoulder late in the second quarter, and that just limited the Wildcats' offense. And it felt like we were playing that game between the 35s again, one that kind of made me want to jump off the back of the bleachers, but that's kind of the way it goes. Johnny Wetzel's 34-yard touchdown run, though, with 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, put Greater Latrobe in front. They had gone, as you said, 7 1/2 quarters without a touchdown. 7 1/2 of the longest quarters of my life. I got to be honest with you. Greater Latrobe, Brady Prohovic, running back, added a 34-yard run to seal the deal at the end. He described it as Moses parting the Red Seas, Mr. Paremka, and I just ran right through. Looked a little thinner than that up here to me, but he had a better deal. It was 14-0, a Greater Latrobe victory. Bill, turnovers and penalties have been plaguing the Wildcats all season. We've seen it every game. 2 turnovers last week, 9 penalties for 75 yards. Johnny Wetzel was 4 of 6 passing for 50. A big pass catch by Eli Meter late in the game to kind of seal the deal. Wetzel had 51 yards rushing. They came all in the fourth quarter. And Alex Tash had 109 yards rushing. They came all in the first quarter, by the way. Brady Prohovic, 10 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown rushing. Andy Tash had 2 catches for 31 yards. But let's talk some other numbers here. The Greater Latrobe offense last week totaled 261 total yards, 211 on the ground, 50 passing. Now, if you look at their season, they're averaging 327, 270 on the ground, and 57 through the air. So, a little under on the rushing, right around normal there on the passing. Roman Augustoni, 2 of 2 on PATs. He had 2 out of 3 kicks going to the end zone for touchbacks. By the way, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Roman had 5 goals last night for the Latrobe soccer team. Oh, you think that's good? His brother, Warren,
yes,
had how many goals do you think he had?
I'm going to guess 3.
He had 5. They both had 5 last
goals.
night. And Roman Augustoni became the all-time goal-scoring leader in Latrobe soccer history last night. He passed his brother, which I think is awesome. So a shout-out to Super Toe on that. But the Greater Latrobe defense last week gave up 164 total yards, 52 on the ground, 112 passing. And that was a very good Armstrong offense. They were averaging 30 points per game. Their quarterback could throw it. But what the Wildcats did was just made them snap the ball. And they said, it's okay. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up the long touchdowns. We're not going to give up the one-play drives. You want to drive it on us, that's fine. But that's what they did. No touchdowns allowed in now 8 straight quarters. 2 games, no touchdowns.
That's very impressive.
3 total points given up in the last 8 quarters. They have the second fewest points allowed as a defense in all of 6A and 5A football. They have given up 49 points on the season, second only to Peters Township, who's ranked number 1 in 5A. They've given up 30 points. But, Bill, the other thing that the Wildcats need to do differently is they need to force turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying last week it was 2 weeks in a row that they hadn't forced a turnover. Tom Wilkins corrected me after the game. 3 weeks. They have
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
No turnovers.
They did not get a turnover against Norwin either. They do have 7 on the season, 4 fumbles and 3 interceptions. But the Wildcats going to need to force some turnovers tonight, I think, to be successful. Chris Cochran, Cash Akehammer, and Brady Prohovic combined for 28 tackles last week, 3 for loss.
Akehammer had a really good game.
He sure did last week. Yeah, he did. 11 tackles. He's all over the place. He's into the lineup more because Alex Tash is out. And Braden Bronson was a bit limited last week. I think you're going to see Cash Akehammer again this week. And I think you're definitely going to see Brady Prohovic playing a lot of linebacker because Alex Tash is out.
So he is out tonight. That's what we have. The Wildcats, this team we're looking at, they can get turnovers and they can turn them into touchdowns.
Oh, well, they can. Again, a very speedy group of kids here. Their skill players are very speedy. They know what they're doing. That's one of the reasons why we haven't cut the grass here at Memorial Stadium in the last 3 days. As a matter of fact, one of our maintenance workers came out this morning and he had the mower, and our director of facilities operations and planning, Kurt Thomas, ran out in the middle of the field and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I need to cut the grass. It's kind of high." And he said, "Mr. Premka said the grass doesn't get cut." I don't know if we had an issue with our irrigation system this week. Even though it was raining, somehow the field still got watered all week. I mean,
it happens.
I don't know. The lawnmowers are broken.
Happen.
The lawnmowers are broken. The irrigation system is malfunctioning, and we should have a soft, tall, grassy field tonight to hopefully slow down the Wolverines.
So slowing down the Wolverines is the main objective for this game tonight. As always, our Richard Hillwig talked with Coach Ron Prady before the game, and this is the interview that they have. Okay.
Yeah, we'll give him. Let's give him a little minute there.
Set that up a little bit more, and we'll have that coming up.
We will. These teams, Bill. Let's talk a little bit about the series. Greater Latrobe and Woodland Hills have played twice. The first time they played was 2020, a 34-31 Woodland Hills victory. The last time they played was 2021. It was actually October the 22nd, 2021. Greater Latrobe trailed 14-10 at the half. Bobby Fetter had a 19-yard touchdown pass, and Tanner Popella had a 28-yard field goal. Those were the 10 points for Greater Latrobe. Latrobe took the lead 17-14 in the third quarter on a Bobby Fetter 12-yard touchdown run. But Jeremiah Ramsey's 42-yard pick six made it 20-17 Woodland Hills, and Brandon Jones' 58-yard touchdown run with 30 seconds later sealed the deal. Woodland Hills advanced to the playoffs with a 26-17 victory. Greater Latrobe needed a win that night to advance, but they did not. Quarterback Bobby Fetter was 8 of 20 passing, 86 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. He had 38 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Drake Clayton, 18 carries, 75 yards rushing for the Wildcats. And Corey Borio, the big tight end, had 5 catches for 47 yards. Kyle Brewer had one of those touchdown catches. He had 14 touchdowns at that point in the season. Defensive tackle Wyatt Held had 7 tackles. And this freshman, this freshman kid that was playing on that team. He's a free safety. It was Johnny Wetzel. Had 8 tackles and a fumble recovery. Do you know Johnny Wetzel?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him too. Linebackers Drake Clayton, Kyle Brewer combined for 17 tackles on the night. But Greater Latrobe has never defeated Woodland Hills in their 2 games. It's the 3rd game of the series. This will be Ron Prady's first crack at Woodland Hills and Brian Terron's first crack as well against Greater Latrobe. He's in his 2nd season at Woodland Hills, and he's 9-6 overall.
So coming into this game tonight, Latrobe is 4-1, as we said. They're 1-1 in the conference. Their win last week over Armstrong, and the week before that, a 3-0 heartbreaking loss to Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional is at the top of the Big East Conference at 2-0. And here's Woodland Hills, 3-2 overall, but they've played only 1 Big East game.
They have played just 1 Big East game. They had their non-section last week, but they are 3-2 overall. Tied in the middle, though, Greater Latrobe, Penn Trafford, and Gateway are all 1-1 in the conference. Latrobe with the better record there. They're 4-1. Penn Trafford's 3-2. Gateway's 2-3. Armstrong had their first conference loss last week here at Memorial Stadium. They're 0-1 in the conference, 2-3 overall. And Kiski area, 0-2 in the conference, 1-4 overall. Tonight, of course, we have here on the Wildcats Network the Latrobe Woodland Hills game. Armstrong is at Gateway. Penn Trafford is non-section against Plum. And Kiski area is at Franklin Regional.
So we're going to step aside a moment here for the playing of the national anthem. Not a lot of passing yards so far for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. We did see Johnny Wetzel break free on a run, but so far the passing game has been weak at best.
No, 57 yards passing per week is the average. The Wildcats scoring 26 points per game. Johnny Wetzel on the season, though, 20 for 52, 283 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. As you said, Andy Tash leads the team with 8 catches and 143 yards. And one of the things we talked about a lot last week was the Wildcats being one-dimensional. We've talked about that for the last couple of weeks. And then you lose Johnny's legs, you lose Alex's legs, you're leaving it up to Brady, and you don't have a passing game to back that defense off. Certainly something that is going to have to change here, and that might be one of my keys to the game, Bill.
I was going to say that would be a good key to the game.
It sure would.
Okay, we had talked about Richard Hillwig's interview with Coach Ron Prady. Let's play that now.
The following interview is brought to you by local State Farm agent Chris Pettick. Call Chris at 724-532-2100 or visit his website at www.chrisbeddick.com. A good neighbor with great auto rates. That's your local State Farm agent, Chris Beddick.
Welcome back to the Wildcats Network, as I'm now joined by head coach Ron Prady ahead of the Wildcats Week 5 game against the Woodland Hills Wolverines. And Coach, you guys won 14-0 last week against Armstrong. A lot happened in that game. Good things in the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, what worked well for you guys in order to win that game and get your first section win of the year?
Well, I think obviously our defense played really well.
Mike.
We thought those guys were explosive on offense, and they were explosive against everybody they'd played to this point, putting up close to 40 points a game. And quarterback could really spin it, and they had number one, the receiver was.
We got it.
Was
we have
the guy
it.
that could take the top off and had done it numerous times throughout the year. So, we challenged our guys to not give up big plays, and Vinny Gasky and Danny Noonan at corner played really well, and our safeties too were big help with John and Andy and Tyler Bauer. So,
unfortunately, Ron looks like he's in the witness protection program.
No, he's in his classroom. Similar but different.
It'd be good to have the light on him instead of behind him.
So all around great performance by our defense, which we needed until we kind of got things moving a little bit offensively.
And you mentioned last week about how you wanted to see your team respond, and there were definitely challenges throughout that game, especially in the first three quarters. But again, defense led the way for you guys, and ultimately you rose above the challenges, and you ended up getting the response at the end of the day. What overall mindset and overall impressions did you take away from the response of your group this week?
I thought it was good in a lot of ways. Ultimately, Rich, in anything, wins are wins. And I've learned a long time ago that you have to enjoy them because they're not easy. You want to expect your guys to play great and win big and go out and put up a ton of points and hold people as heroes, but we know there are really good teams. And anytime we can come out with a win, we have to appreciate that with the understanding that we still have a lot of work to do, and that's obvious. But I trust our kids and love our guys enough to know that they'll keep working their tails off, and eventually we'll get this thing fixed on offense.
And over the past 3 weeks in particular, you mentioned your defense has played particularly well. 2 weeks, you've given up just 3 points. And you mentioned how Armstrong had explosive playmakers, both at receiver and at quarterback. What has been the key for your defense as a whole? I know that you gave up that late drive at the end of Franklin Regional, but other than that, it's pretty much been stout for the past 2 weeks and counting.
I think the cohesiveness of those guys and the understanding of the defense, and there's no real thinking out there right now. Our guys are comfortable in the defense, are comfortable in their roles. They trust each other. They read their keys and trust what they see, and they've gotten so many reps at it that I think they feel comfortable and are able to play fast, and that's the key for us. We get to the football. The one thing we haven't done is create a bunch of turnovers, which is kind of I don't know. It's a little baffling to us. We want to create more and set our offense up in some good field positions, but all we can do is just keep tackling well and running the football and trusting each other, and I think that's what we've been doing.
And offensively, you guys finally broke through after 7 quarters, ironically led by 2 34-yard touchdowns by John and Brady. First of all, was it a relief to finally break the end zone line this week after 7 quarters? And from a confidence standpoint, what can that do for that entire offensive unit now that they finally found the end zone again?
Yeah, I hope it breeds some confidence in our guys, and at this point, that's probably what we need. But really, we need to just execute better, and that's all 11 guys. It's not just up front. It's not just the backs or the quarterbacks or the receivers. It's all 11, and I think they have kind of. I don't know if the right thing is said to themselves or kind of gotten together and said, we need to fix this. It's up to us as a unit to figure out how to move the football. Sometimes it's not even about scoring all the time. It's about putting some first downs together and getting a little rhythm offensively. We haven't been able to do that for 2 weeks, really, until the fourth quarter last week. And hopefully, like you said, getting those 2 scores last week late will lead to some better things this week.
And in the second quarter, Alex Tash left with injury, but you guys had a number of guys step up in his absence. Chris Cochran, Braden Bronson, and Cash Ackhammer all played significant roles in the second half, patrolling the second level towards the secondary, and kind of, I wouldn't say replicating Alex's production, but at least sustaining his production. So what is it like to have that kind of linebacker depth? Because you mentioned it, there are guys that can play numerous positions and numerous players as far as quantity on the field.
Yeah, well, the one guy you didn't mention is Brady Prohovic. He really stepped up and had a tremendous game defensively for us, too. So, that's something you try to develop in the offseason and in the preseason. And as the season goes on, is that depth. And we feel pretty good about where we are at a lot of positions on defense as far as depth goes. Now, every time you lose a guy like Alex, not only do you lose Alex, but you lose that depth now that you had. So that's a concern always. But that's high school football too. Not too many teams have a ton of depth everywhere. So I mean, those guys understand that now it's their turn. That have stepped in and are playing bigger roles, and they've embraced it. You mentioned Cash. He played pretty well, but he also recognizes that there are some things that he can do better. But they all are okay with working at it, and they love to work. So Cash will play better this week. Brady played tremendous on defense. He'll be better this week. Chris is just a tough kid that gives you every ounce that he has, and he continues to improve. And Braden, got injured in that Franklin game, and we limited his snaps a little bit last week, but hopefully he'll be back to full health soon. And then, you throw in, I think, Owen Burkett's back, getting closer to returning. So that adds to the depth. And we haven't even mentioned Jack Drenovich, who's, obviously a great player for us too. So we feel pretty good with the depth there.
And you guys will be tested once again at home again, the second of a 3-game stand against Woodland Hills, another Big East section game. What will you guys need to do to make it 2 in a row and get to 2-1 in Big East play to end the month of September?
Yeah, well, I'll just say this is probably the most talented team in our section. They've got guys on the outside that can make plays, that can run and make catches and then make you miss. And they've got really good running backs, 2 of them, and their quarterback's very talented kid. So like I said, probably the most talented team. So it's going to be certainly a challenge, and they're going to come up here and understand that they feel like this is a game they can win, and we're going to have to match them physically because they're enormous up front. So we're going to have to try to match that and stop the run a little bit, make them one-dimensional hopefully, and get some first downs and eat up some clock and keep the ball away from them. So it'll be a challenge, but we're looking forward to it.
Coach, as always, thank you. Best of luck against the Wolverines.
Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it.
That's Wildcat reporter Richard Hilwig interviewing head coach Ron Prady of the Greater Latrobe Wildcats and tonight's starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Maine's Chiropractic. Fry Farm Road between Latrobe and Greensburg, there is a difference among chiropractors. See the difference Doctors Tom and David Maines can make for you at Maine's Chiropractic. Setting the offensive lineup for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats, they're 3-1 overall, 1-0 in the Big East. They are coached by Ron Prady. He's in his 3rd season at Greater Latrobe. He's 31-27 overall, 19-10 at Greater Latrobe. This is his first meeting against the Woodland Hills Wolverine. Coach Prady is in 7th place in all-time wins as he passed Ray Ritz a couple of weeks ago. The offense sets like this. Senior Caleb Lehman gets the start at left tackle with senior Cody Krall at left guard. Marco Scarton, the senior, gets the start at center with junior Lucas Collins at right guard. Senior Anthony Scarton is the right tackle. Tight end is Timmy Myers. He's a senior. The split receivers are Andy Tash, a junior, and Tyler Bauer, a senior. The slot receiver is junior Chris Cochran. The H-back is senior Jack Drenovich, and senior Brady Prohovic gets the start at running back with the quarterback, the senior Johnny Wetzel, under center. The Woodland Hills Wolverines give up 24 points per game, and their defense sets like this. The left end is senior Lanier Butler. The right end is junior Taylor Reed. The defensive tackles are both seniors, Jaden Estes and Jaden Prince. The outside linebackers are sophomore Devon Jones and senior Mikael Connor. And the inside linebacker is also a senior, his name, George Hill. The cornerbacks are Scoop Smith, a junior, and Amir Brown, a senior. Earl Perry, the junior, gets the start at free safety with fellow junior Tymir Walker at the strong safety position. Setting the offensive lineup for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, they are 3-2 overall, 1-0 in the Big East. They average 30 points per game. They are coached by Brian Tarrant. He's in his second season at Woodland Hills. He's 9-6 overall, and this is also his first meeting against Greater Latrobe. Their offense sets like this. The freshman, Sincere Campbell, gets the start at left tackle. The left guard is senior Nasir Neal. Senior Marcus Mullins gets the start at center with senior Jaden Estes at right guard. Roland Askernies, the junior, gets the start at right tackle. The slot receivers are junior Scoop Smith and senior Mikael Connor. Amir Brown, a senior, and Malik McLeod, a sophomore, get the start at the split end positions. The running back is senior Elijah Nesby, and the quarterback, the man under center tonight for the Wolverines, is a junior. His name is Cam Walter. The Greater Latrobe Wildcat defense sets like this. The defensive ends are seniors Cody Krall and Tim Myers. The nose tackle is also a senior, Anthony Scarton. The outside linebackers are senior Brady Prohovic and junior Chris Cochran. Jack Drenovich and Braden Bronson, both seniors, get the start at inside linebacker. The quarterbacks are also seniors Vince Gasky and Tyler Bauer. And junior Andy Tash is the free safety. And Johnny Wetzel, the Marshall recruit, gets the start at strong safety. He is a senior. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Maine's Chiropractic. Fry Farm Road between Latrobe and Greensburg, there is a difference among chiropractors. See the difference Doctors Tom and Maines can make for you. Doctors Tom and David Maines can make for you at Maine's Chiropractic. Bill?
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We had started on the keys to the game tonight. You had mentioned the fact that they need to get the passing game going. I think that's one of the keys. What else do you have?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We had talked about the Wildcats. It seemed like they lacked confidence last week at certain times, and I think they need to play with confidence. The other thing that they need to do defensively is they need to finish tackles. You can't have missed tackles with an athletic team like this. I mean, they are playmakers. That's what they do. So you have to, when you're in a place to make a tackle, you've got to make a tackle, and you can't worry about, if it's a 20-yard pass, make the tackle. What you don't want to give up are 1 or 2 play drives where you give up that 80-yard touchdown run or that 60-yard pass play. So you've got to kind of keep it in front of you. And I kind of mentioned this last week in my interview with Coach Prady. He always says it's okay if they get a first down because they have to snap the ball again. And every time you snap the ball, there's a possibility that they make a mistake. And I think you do have to force them into mistakes. The Wildcats desperately need a turnover. I think that would be huge tonight. But the most important key to this game tonight, you got to scoop. You got to scoop, Bill.
You got to scoop.
You got to scoop. You got to find a way to stop Scoop Smith.
Scoop Smith.
Period. He is one of the best playmakers in the WPIAL. He's number 1. You'll see him on your screen tonight. There you see the coin toss. The Wildcats are going to be in their black tops, black helmets, the white numerals outlined in orange, the white bottoms. You have the Wolverines in their white tops with the electric blue numbers, the black bottoms, and the electric blue helmets here at Memorial Stadium. Keys to the game tonight brought to us by Latrobe Auto Group. Latrobe Auto Group brought us our keys and would love to give you keys to a new ride for you and your family. No matter what you're looking for, Latrobe Auto Group has it in their inventory. Unable to make it to their location on the corners of routes 981 and 30, check out their inventory online at www.latrobeautogroup.com.
And speaking of Scoop Smith, he is one of the deep men for the Wolverines.
This is where somebody like Roman Augustoni comes in really handy, sticking that ball in the end zone and keeping it away from Scoop Smith. Wildcats
kick it over the head of Scoop Smith here if we can do it.
Wildcats moving left to right.
We're ready to go. Roman Augustoni has it teed up. He's approaching the ball, and we're underway. Big high kick going back over the head of Scoop Smith. So mission accomplished right there. Woodland Hills will have the football at the 20-yard line to start the game. Latrobe winning the toss, but deferring to the second half. Cam Walter is the quarterback. The junior, 6 foot, 165. And Elijah Nesby is one of the running backs for Woodland Hills. And there's the Latrobe defense set up.
This offensive line,
ready to go.
We talked about it before. Watch them when they come out. 240, 308, wow. 290, 270, and 276. Look at that. They're coming to your house tomorrow for dinner.
They can't come all at once. They're going to have to come in shifts.
Left guard, 308.
Under center is Cam Walter. They have a man in motion. They move 2 men to the right wing, and Elijah Nesby gets the call, and he is hit by Braden Bronson, and then Johnny Wetzel comes in, and they have him for no gain, I would assume.
Looks like it's going to be.
Doesn't look like.
Yeah, I think it could have been a loss of 1, but it looks like they're going to have him at a no gain, Bill. Nice play by Braden Bronson coming up in support of the run. No huddle offense here for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. They're going to look to the sideline, deploy their players appropriately, and snap the ball.
And in case you're wondering, Scoop Smith is in the slot left. And Walter back, looking downfield. Now he's going to step up and run, and he will get out to the 27, 28-yard line. He slides, so he'll pick up about 7 yards on the play, and will bring up a 3rd and 3.
Cam Walter is a very mobile quarterback. You saw it right there. He felt the pressure, moved up to the right, into the pocket and out of the pocket. Almost a first down. The Wildcats.
And Latrobe jumping here.
9 penalties last week for 76 yards, and I think the Wildcats are going to cost themselves a 3rd down, and that encroachment penalty is going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. 11 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Moves the football out to the 33-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Nesby is to the left of Walter. He's back to pass, looking downfield, steps up. He's hit, and he'll be caught and dragged down. Actually got a pass off to Scoop Smith, but it hit the ground in front of him.
I think they're going to rule that he was down. And a nice play there by Jack Drenovich. He sensed that Cam Walter was going to scramble, and he got right into that lane where he was ready to exit the pocket and did a nice job of bottling him up. It's going to be a no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Wolverines. Twice the Wolverines have dropped back to pass. Twice Cam Walter has tried to escape, Bill.
So Walter in the shotgun, Nesby to his right, a wing right. And Nesby gets the call straight up the middle. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That is actually Mikhail Connor, who comes straight up the middle, and he will get across the 35. They'll mark him at about the 39-yard line, so he picks up about 6. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Wolverines from their own 39-yard line. And
tackle
there moved. That was...
But they didn't blow the whistle.
Marco Scarton, but yeah.
Tackle by Chris Cochran. Big 3rd down for the Wildcats here.
Walter looking to the sideline here to get the play. Nesby to his right. They bring Scoop Smith into the backfield, and Walter will keep it, trying to turn the corner, coming up on John Wetzel with a great hit, and he will be shy of the 1st down. Danny Noonan coming up there. I'm sorry, I saw the 0 and thought it was Johnny, but it was Danny Noonan.
And that play defensively was set up by Cash Akehammer, who was not fooled by that quarterback draw and got to the outside. And Danny Noonan, Danny Noonan's been coming on the last few weeks. He's 6'2", 185, Bill, and he is a sure tackler. Punt set. Jason Morose back to punt.
And back deep is Andy Tash. And he comes up on the football, and it bounces, and it will take a Woodland Hills bounce. Goes straight back to the 15-yard line, and that's where it will be downed. So the Wildcats have their first possession coming up.
43-yard punt there by Jason Morose. I got to meet his dad before the game. He's a longtime friend of Wildcat assistant coach Eric Kostick, who's back with the Wildcats. It's going to be 1st and 10, Wildcat football, 9:03 to go here in the first quarter. The score is still 0-0. The Wildcats with their first possession. That first possession for the Wolverines went 5 plays and resulted in a punt.
That's nice to get a stop on them, though.
Agreed.
From the 15, Johnny Wetzel. It's Brady Prhovic to his right.
And the Wildcats broke the huddle with 12 guys. How many times did we see that last week?
Andy Tash coming off, and that's what they're going to get them for.
And listen, when you're 6'3" like Andy Tash,
you can't hide.
You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
You cannot hide. For local high school sports, turn to the Latrobe Bulletin, www.latrobebulletinnews.com. Bulletin News is on all of your social media platforms. Connect with Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook by following @Latrobe Bulletin.
So they move 3 receivers to the right, and from the shotgun, Wetzel with blockers in front, turns the corner. He's out to the 15-yard line, so he'll get the 5 yards back that were on the penalty. And it'll be a 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Prince Tarrant came flying up from the secondary trying to get Johnny Wetzel. Johnny able to step out of that tackle, and it's a 5-yard gain, as you said, Bill. Brings up 2nd and 10, 8:37 to go in the first quarter.
So Prhovic this time is a slot to the left, and they have a double wing right coming in motion, and keeping the football is Johnny Wetzel. They faked the jet sweep to Prhovic, and Wetzel keeps it. He gets out across the 25 to about the 28-yard line.
And here's where that penalty hurts you, Bill. You know, it's going to be a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. If you don't have the penalty, you're looking at 3rd and 2.
Yep.
Eli Meter into the game for the Wildcats. Tyler Bauer stays. Somebody's got to come out. That's Jack Drenovich.
So it's 3rd down and about 7 for Latrobe. 5 on the play clock as they come to the line of scrimmage. Wetzel takes it and whistles blow. And did Latrobe call a timeout? No, it's a false start against Latrobe. Wow.
We've run what now? This would be the 3rd play, and 2 of them were penalties. And they would have got that play off, too. The play clock was at 1 when the ball was snapped, so it's now 3rd and 13 for the Wildcats.
From the 13, that's what it looks like. They need the 26-yard line.
Meter out, Drenovich back in at the H. 7:25 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless quarter here thus far at Memorial Stadium.
5 seconds on the play clock. So they've got to get to the line. 1-0.
Now they got to call timeout.
So Ron Prady calls a timeout as the play clock runs down. 7:14 remaining in the first period. No score between Greater Latrobe and Woodland Hills, and we'll be right back after this.
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100-plus programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us
Maybe it's
out
good
at
that they take a timeout now. They're kind of
westmoreland.edu/apply.
discombobulated.
That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today. Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College. Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing.
We're back.
We're back here at Memorial Stadium. It was a 3rd down play. And Johnny Wetzel trying to hit Vitz Gasky on the right side. And we got a pass interference call against the Wolverines. So that will be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Wow, what a break there for Greater Latrobe. A pass interference call on 3rd and 13. You'll see it here on the Bardinis. We will not see it on the Bardini. Well, we get to see the team walking to the line of scrimmage.
So it moves the football out to the 27. Big 1st down for Greater Latrobe as they get a break on the pass interference. It was a pretty good pass by Wetzel. So he's in an empty set now, 3 receivers. And jumping across are the Wolverines. Let's see if they were drawn.
2 penalties in a row for Woodland Hills, and that's going to make it a 1st and 5 for the Wildcats.
And that moves the football out to the 32, almost the 33-yard line. As Mike said, 1st and 5 for Latrobe. 3 receivers to the left. Wetzel in an empty set. He'll keep it. Left side. Turns the corner, 35-40, 45 down the sideline, and is taken out of bounds at the Woodland Hills 45-yard line. And so that's a 23-yard gain.
And a nice block on the inside. If we have that on the Bardini's instant replay, you'll see Caleb Lehman getting a nice seal block to the inside. Watch him right here. Oh, it was just a little bit earlier. Johnny Wetzel getting kind of bulldog down there on the sideline. A nice gain for Johnny. We have an injured Wolverine on the field right now, and I believe that injured Wolverine is Earl Perry. He is down behind the play. So while he's injured, I'll tell you about Scalise Real Estate, another new sponsor this week. At Scalise Real Estate, we know that real estate is about more than just properties. It's about people. As a family-owned business proudly serving the community for nearly 50 years, we've built our reputation on trust, integrity, and delivering real results. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, we're here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With deep roots in the community and a commitment to personalized service, our experienced team treats every client like family. 724-539-3525 or visit scaliserealestate.com to learn more.
So Earl Perry was able to get off the field by himself. Latrobe, they're going to say that Wetzel was out of bounds at the 49 of Woodland Hills. It's still a 1st down.
23 yards on the carry there by Johnny Wetzel. He's got 30 on the night. We're seeing a lot of no back by the Wildcats, a lot of split receivers, and when Johnny runs, he runs. Here at Memorial Stadium. 7:01 to go. 1st quarter. Game clock should roll here once the officials put the ball in play. And
we're moving the football 15 yards ahead of that. So is that a penalty against Woodland Hills?
15-yarder.
I mean,
somebody must have been naughty.
Saying something. Or,
yeah.
Okay, so the football is at the 32-yard line now. 3 triple receivers to the right. Wetzel keeps it, left side, turns the corner, and will get down near the 30-yard line. So he's going to pick up about, well, they're going to mark him at the 32. He'll pick up 3 or 4.
And, again, Caleb Lehman doing a nice job on Taylor Reed, the right end, just doing a nice job. Taylor Reed must be darting to the inside, and Caleb Lehman's taking him there. I'm sure the Wildcat coaches upstairs have noticed that. It's going to be only a gain of 3. Thought it was a little more.
Me too.
2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Here they come. 2nd down. 6:21 remaining. 1st period, no score. Latrobe driving. And it's Brady Prohovic. Started right, cut back into the middle. He's inside the 30 and is taken down at about the 29-yard line. So he will pick up 4.
You know, possessing the football isn't a bad thing for the Wildcats. Here's the clock rolls under 6 minutes to play in a scoreless 1st quarter. Brady's 1st carry of the night's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats at the 29-yard line.
That's what Coach Ron Prady said. Keep the ball away from them and possess the football. So that's working so far for the Wildcats, but they face a 3rd down and about 5. And Prohovic, left side, tries to back his way forward and will get inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down at about 2, a long 2.
Ball placed at the 27. This would be a 44-yard field goal for Roman Augustoni. He's yet to attempt a field goal on the season. Wildcats in the huddle. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 2 from the 27. 5:11 to go. Scoreless tie.
So it's Wetzel. Prohovic is the tailback. Now they move the triples to the right. Drenovich moves back to the left, and we got a penalty flag.
Yeah, I think one of the Wolverines that might have been Scoop Smith up there might have been in the neutral zone, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Bill, not only is that going to give the Wildcats a 1st down, but it's going to move them into the Keystone Foam Zone.
All right.
The Wildcats have entered the Keystone Foam Zone, and you can too. Actively hiring full-time permanent employees, Keystone Foam has raised their starting wage to $17 per hour and increased vacation and holiday benefits. An employer of choice in the region. Visit the careers link at KeystoneFoam.com for more information.
Foam people have got to be thrilled. They went silent last week.
The week before, too. Oh, I told you, got an angry phone call.
1st and 10. Wetzel, right side, tries to bounce it outside. Nice tackle. And that was Simeon McCoy, a senior, who tripped up Johnny Wetzel.
Boy, Johnny was close to breaking that one there. Only got a gain of a yard, though. It's 2nd and 9. The clock's going to be under 4 minutes here in the first quarter when this ball is snapped. Owen Burkett into the lineup for the Wildcats. He's been absent the last several weeks. Good to have him back at both H and at the linebacker spot.
So he goes to the left. Drenovich moves over that way. And Gasky, they fake the jet sweep, and Brady Prahovic gets the call. And it's Lemaire Butler, who makes the tackle.
An all-conference selection last year, Lemaire Butler. And he is a big defensive end, 6'4", 225. I saw him doing some defensive end drills before the game. I don't know that you could chisel it any better than he looked. He is certainly put together, that's for sure. 3rd and 11 now for the Wildcats. The ball's at the 23-yard line. This would be the 9th play of a drive that started at their own 15.
So Gasky comes across the formation. And we have penalty flags as Wetzel tries downfield, and he was trying to hit Tim Myers, and the pass goes incomplete, but a bunch of penalty flags came in at the same time.
Referees must be feeling like they're not getting enough exposure here tonight at Memorial Stadium. We'll see what the call is on the field. Still trying to figure it out.
It was the 3rd and 11.
It's an ineligible man downfield for the Wildcats. The Brian Tarrant's going to, it's an illegal shift. I guess it was Brian Tarrant going to decline that penalty, so it'll be 4th and 11 for Greater Latrobe.
Oh, they had to take it because it was 11.
Oh, they did move it. They did move it back. I'm sorry. He declined the ineligible man downfield. He took the illegal shift.
So the football's at the 28-yard line of Woodland Hills. Still 3rd down. And there are 4 receivers in the pattern. Prahovic is the tailback in the pistol. Wetzel back to pass, getting pressure, and he fires, and he completes the pass at the 22-yard line. That was Gasky making the catch, but he's not even close to a first down.
George Hill had the pressure. You'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Watch George Hill come right off the edge. He comes from inside linebacker. Look at him right there. Forces Johnny out and forces that throw early. And Roman Augustoni's in Bill to attempt his first field goal of the season. This is going to be a 39-yarder.
Brady Prahovic is the holder. He gets it down. Augustoni's kick is up. It is good. 39-yard field goal by Roman Augustoni. It comes with 2:25 remaining in the first period, and Latrobe draws first blood here. They lead at 3-0, and we'll be back with more Wildcat football in a moment.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
How many?
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Greater Latrobe going in front of Woodland Hills after a 38-yard field goal by Roman Augustoni. 10 plays, 85 yards for the Wildcats on that scoring drive. Mike Peremka, Bill Brown, Mike Dedurich, and Homie Everett here in the box tonight. Roman Augustoni's kick goes right down the middle, and Roman feeling it. I'm sorry, I called him Roman. he is officially Super Toe.
He is now officially Super Toe. He boomed that one.
He did. Into the end zone. That's his second touchback of the night. And the Wolverines are going to set up shop at their own 20-yard line with 2:25 left to go here in the first quarter. The Wildcats burning about 7 minutes of clock on that drive. 11 plays, 85 yards, aided by a couple of penalties in there. The Wildcats doing their own damage to themselves, though, with some penalties as well. This will be Woodland Hill's second possession of the night.
So they start from the 20. Cam Walter is the quarterback. Elijah Nesby is the back to his left. And 3 receivers split left. One of them is Scoop Smith, who makes the catch, but he is hit immediately and driven out of bounds. And that was Cody Kroll who took him out of bounds, but
it was Vince Gasky that had him there first on the Bardini's instant replay. We'll see it here. Just a little pass to the outside by Cam Walter to Scoop Smith. And it was Vince Gasky that turned him inside, and Cody Kroll. I wonder if Scoop Smith has ever been tackled by somebody that weighs 250 pounds before.
I have a feeling he has.
Bardini's instant replay, number 1 for meets in Westmoreland. Bardine Road, Crabtree.
Cam Walter. Nesby to his left. Scoop Smith comes. Nesby gets the call up the middle. He's at the 25, out to about the 26, 27-yard line. And that is Cash Ackhammer on the tackle for Greater Latrobe. Skrinovich there as well.
Gain of about 7 is going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Wolverines.
1:30 remaining first period. Latrobe on top 3-0 here.
Woodland Hills no huddle. They just take their time, set themselves at the line of scrimmage.
3 receivers to the right. Back to pass. Walter fires down toward the right sideline, and Scoop Smith went up to try to catch it, but it goes through his hands and falls incomplete, and it will bring up a 4th down.
The one thing a high-octane offense does like this is doesn't get you possession time when you go 3 and out. Here comes the punt crew again. It's going to be Jacob Morose's second punt of the night. His first one went 40-some yards. Andy Tash is going to be back around his own 40-yard line. Morose standing inside the 15 around the 13-yard line.
So once again, a good stop for the Wildcat defense. And Morose gets the snap, kicks it away, high. Andy Tash comes up, calls for a fair catch, and makes the catch at about the Wildcat 47-yard line. So Latrobe will have excellent field position to begin this series.
26-yard punt that time by Morose. And the Wildcats going to get their best starting field position of the night at their own 45-yard line with 63 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
So Greater Latrobe has the football at their own 45, leading at 3-0. And there will be Brady Prohovic in the slot, Gasky split left, and it will be Johnny Wetzel trying the left side, and there was a group of Woodland Hills players waiting for him as he tried to turn the corner. He may dive ahead for a yard, but that's about it.
Looks like it's going to be a hold on the Wildcats, so this will go from the line of scrimmage. It's going to take it back to the 35-yard line. 10-yard penalty for Greater Latrobe. Their 5th penalty of the night, Bill.
Wow. We're not even out of the first period here.
35 yards. Remember, we saw this last week in the first quarter, too. We saw the same thing. They had all of their penalties, and then they
hardly had any of the rest of the game.
Clock rolling at 55 seconds here in the first quarter. The Wildcats in front 3-0. And it's a 1st and 20 for Greater Latrobe. If I'm the Woodland Hills Wolverines, I'm looking at a little screen here.
Well, Wetzel takes it, gives it to Prohovic, straight up the middle. He'll get across the 40. So he will pick up 6 yards of it.
31 seconds on the game clock, 38 on the play clock. Here on the Bardini's instant replay, you'll see the run by Brady Prohovic. And the Wildcat offensive line moving those Wolverines back. The Wildcats do not have to snap the ball if they do not want to here to end the second quarter. But it looks like they're going to rush to do it.
They're going to come up to the line of scrimmage. Johnny Wetzel, Prohovic is the tailback.
Maybe they're just going to try to draw the Wolverines off. 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Ooh, did they draw them off?
Now, I think Lanier Butler, oh boy,
Well,
they are going to call
flag.
a penalty. Oh, my goodness. I thought Lanier Butler was actually watching the clock, and he just went when the clock hit 0.
Let's see if they wave that off.
They are going to wave that off. It's going to be the end of the quarter.
Okay, so we've played one. Greater Latrobe gets the score. A field goal, 39 yards by Roman Augustoni. 3-0 is the score. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Latrobe facing a 2nd down and 14 from their own 41-yard line. And it's Johnny Wetzel in an empty set. He has 5 receivers. Takes a low snap, looks, fires it out. The pass is completed there to Meter.
And they're going to roll him down just over the first down stick. You'll see Johnny Wetzel here on first down. Eli Meter just crossing under there over by the hash mark and underneath. And Meter goes down right at about the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 for Greater Latrobe. 11:30 to go here in the second quarter.
I thought he got more than that.
I thought he did too, but I think looking at the Bardini's instant replay is a good spot.
So Myers moves over to the left side. Coming in motion is Drenovich. And Wetzel keeps it. And he turns the corner, got away from a couple of Woodland Hills players, stepped outside them, and actually gets close to a first down.
Yes. And we've got a penalty flag thrown behind the play. Here you see Jack Drenovich in motion. Watch Johnny Wetzel look. A couple of nice blocks. Jack Drenovich right there, and a nice chip block by Brady Prohovic. And Andy Tash holding his block as long as he could. We'll see what the penalty is here. It is against the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
It's a big one.
What was the penalty, Greg? Personal foul against the Woodland Hills Wolverines. So that's going to be an automatic first down for the Wildcats. And that'll take the ball down all the way to the 31-yard line with 11:12 to go. 2 15-yarders. I mean, we talk about. I was
going to say, they're having their own problems with penalties.
We talk about the Wildcats having 5 penalties. That's 5 for the Wolverines as well, and 3 of them have been 15-yarders, Bill.
From the Woodland Hills 31. Wetzel keeps it and fights for tough yardage and gets down near the 27-yard line. That was all Johnny Wetzel. That was.
Well, Bill, it looks like they're a little tangled up here at the bottom of the pile. You see Johnny back there, and he's kind of stretching his neck out a little bit, his shoulder. Essentially what you're seeing is a Wildcat, but it's got your quarterback back there when they line up that way. It's a Wildcat, but it's Johnny Wetzel going to run the ball the whole way.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's basically what it is.
10:25 to go, 2nd and 7. Wildcats in front, 3-0.
Wetzel with Prohovic to his left. And Brady gets the call. Up the middle, fighting hard inside the 25. Will fight forward to the 24. So that'll set up a 3rd down and about 3.
See it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Watch Lucas Collins pull from his right guard position and come around, and Brady just gets right off his rear end and runs over Lanier Butler to get the tough yards for the Wildcats. The ball's at the 25, Bill, and we're in the Keystone Foam Zone once again.
2nd time tonight for the Wildcats.
3rd and 4.
Wetzel, Prohovic, following his blockers, and he will get down near the 20, and he'll be very close to a first down.
Yeah, he's going
to mark him just shy, I think.
He's real close, and we'll see what the officials say here. As we get it one more time, they're going to mark him short, Bill. He needed to get to the 21. You'll see it on the Bardini's instant replay. Boy, I felt like he got really close to the 20-yard line, but
That's what I'm saying.
They marked him a whole yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Wildcats in the Keystone Foam Zone. 9:16 to go in the second quarter. Ahead 3-0 is Greater Latrobe.
I feel like some of these spots have been short from what it looks like, but here we go.
And I love it. We're going to snap it back 5 yards to gain 1. Johnny.
Johnny goes under center.
Get a little tush push. What do we got?
Penalty
flag. Play clock at 0. Timeout, Greater Latrobe.
So that's the second time that they've had to do that, but it saves them. They still have a 4th and 1. 8:56 remaining in the first half. It's Latrobe on top, 3-0. We'll be back with Wildcat football in a moment.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
#1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, Latrobe in the Keystone Foam Zone. They face up 4th down and 1. And we saw Johnny Wetzel move under center. He's going to be in the shotgun now, and he'll take it. He'll go forward and powers ahead inside the 20, picks up the Greater Latrobe first down, and moves the chains.
Here you go. You'll see it again, Bill. I say this is just a Wildcat formation is what it is. You've got Drenovich kind of at a wing. You've got Andy Tash blocking back there too, and Johnny Wetzel getting the yards that he needs inside the 20. The ball's going to be at the 19-yard line. 9 carries, 51 yards for Johnny Wetzel so far tonight, and the clock's at 8:30. And again, what are the Wildcats doing? Tick, tick, tick.
Absolutely. From the 19. Andy Tash comes in motion. Jets, no.
He's all over. Yeah, that's absolutely a penalty, and you can cry all you want, but Eli Meter kind of had his headgear held on the play. You'll see it right here on the Bardini's instant replay. Eli Meter at the wing to the right. There he comes over the middle, and he's being held right there and pulled back on the play by Simeon McCloy. So that's going to be 10 yards and another first down as the ball's inside the 10-yard line in the Keystone Foam Zone.
1st and goal for the Wildcats now. Football inside the 10. Just inside the 10. And it's Wetzel in an empty set. Drenovich is the wing right. They set the football and we're ready to go. Ian Myers moves to the left. Drenovich back to the right. And we have whistles and penalty flags. And it's going to be illegal procedure against the Wildcats.
So Woodland Hills gets their 6th penalty, and the Wildcats say, you know what, we can get a 6th penalty too here in the first half. So 1st and 10 at the inside the 10 is going to become 1st and 15 around the 15. 8:20 to go. Yeah, and that's the truth too. You know that, Bill. It was 1st and goal, so now it's 1st and goal from the 15.
Yes. Gasky and Tash to the right. And we have 2 men to the left. Wetzel goes left. And he just slipped down. He would have been at the 10 at least.
There you go. Watch Johnny Wetzel come off the left side again. Watch Caleb Lehman just block down as they're slanting in. Oh, man, we may have watered the 13-yard line a little too much this week. might have to have some conversations about that. Gain of 1 on the play for Wetzel brings up a 2nd and goal from the 14-yard line.
Latrobe on top 3-0. 39-yard field goal by Roman Augustoni. 2nd down for the Wildcats. Pistol formation. Gasky comes in motion.
Flagged. Play clock was at 0.
Wow. They're doing a lot of motion.
And they're going to take the penalty that time. So, yeah, it's a delay of game against the Wildcats. Their 7th penalty here in the first quarter. They have had 6 5-yard penalties and 1 10-yarder. If you're adding those up quickly at home, that's 40 yards in penalties for Greater Latrobe. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 19-yard line.
Absolutely.
Coach Prady going to get some gray hairs over this. For local high school sports, turn to Latrobe Bulletin. www.latrobebulletinnews.com.
Empty set for Wetzel. From the 19. Back to pass. Looks both ways. Now rolls right, getting heavy pressure. And he does throw it away in the general direction of Gasky. And there's no flags that I can see.
What's Johnny? Just he's looking like a little pump and go, has nobody, and then has 4 Wolverines smelling blood. The incomplete pass stops the clock with 7:08 to go in the second quarter and puts the Wildcats in 3rd and goal from the 19. Wildcats maybe hoping to get a few yards here and perhaps put the super toe, Roman Augustoni, back on the field for another field goal attempt.
So Burkett, Myers, and Drenovich are in.
This is not your downfield package. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Those 3 are not the deep threat.
I love Jack and all, but he's not as fast as Vince Gasky.
So from the pistol, Wetzel.
And another flag.
Oh my gosh.
False start again against Greater Latrobe. Boy, oh boy,
this is going to be from the 24. And it's 3rd and goal.
And remember, they were 1st and goal at the 9, Bill.
Yes.
That's 15 yards in penalties. Their 8th penalty of the night for 45 yards. And the thing is, they're getting the penalties so quickly that I can keep adding that number up in my head.
Well, here's the thing. You're pushing Augustoni deeper. Not that he can't make it, but now
it's a 41-yarder.
A 40-plus yard field goal. Wetzel, off the pass, sets up the screen for Hovick, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The 11th play of a drive that started back at the Greater Latrobe 45, but was stalled by penalties. Here you see it, Brady Prohovic out in the flat, but a nice job there.
Malik McLeod.
Yep. And here comes Super Toe. Ball's going to be placed at the 32-yard line. This is going to be a 42-yarder. Roman made a 35-yarder early in the game.
Prohovic is the holder.
6:13 to go. Clock rolling now. From the left hash, Bill.
It's down and the kick is up.
And it was a squib kick. Right down the middle of the field.
Not good. So the drive ends there. 6:09 remaining, and we'll go over to Woodland Hills, but it was a time-consuming drive at least. Made some clock.
11 plays on that drive. And the difference here, people might be saying, well, they get the ball at the 32. No, that's not the way it works in high school football. That attempted field goal went into the end zone, so they're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. This will be Woodland Hills' 3rd drive of the night. Starting at their own 20. It's exactly where all of their possessions have started tonight.
So far, Latrobe has done a terrific job against their offense. They have trip receivers to the right. Cam Walter and Elijah Nesby are in the backfield. Scoop Smith is one of the 3 receivers to the right.
Not sure what the holdup here is on the field.
Along with Malik McLeod and Amir Brown. Those are the 3 trip receivers to the right.
Coach Prady having a discussion with the referee. Not sure what we're talking about. Well, it might be the game clock. I'm not sure. Game clock's at 6:19. So here we go, Bill.
From the 20, Cam Walter takes it, hands it off. Nesby, left side. He's across the 30, 35, out to the 38, 39-yard line. So he picks up 19 yards. And Woodland Hills quickly goes under center, into a play. Walter Nesby, this time he's trapped in the backfield, and he'll be taken down after half yard or so. Braden Bronson, one of the players, along with Cash Hackhammer.
We're back over the ball again, Bill. Much quicker tempo now for Woodland Hills, 2nd and 8.
From the 40, they gave him a yard.
Clock at 5:30 to go here in this first half.
Scoop Smith is in the slot right, and Walter looked for him, fires toward it in his direction, and it's low and incomplete.
Scoop Smith wasn't looking for the ball, but you're right. Walter wanted to go right to him out in the flat. You'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Watch Scoop Smith in the slot. He's not looking, and that's exactly where Walter wanted to go. And then Walter, I believe, is actually over the line of scrimmage when he throws that football.
That's what I thought.
We'll see what the call is here, and it is an illegal forward pass. So that's not only going to be distance, but that's going to be a down as well. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That'll take them back to a 3rd and 13 situation.
This really is like these two teams are competing for penalties.
They are, and I believe right now the Wildcats might be ahead 8-7. 3rd and 13 for the Wolverines.
On their own 36-yard line. Scoop Smith comes in motion. The pass is Walter. Fires out in the direction of Scoop Smith. He makes the catch at the 45-yard line, and it gets into Latrobe territory down near the 35.
And I think it's going to be Brady Prahovic here on the coverage underneath, and you'll see Brady go for the ball, and he just needed another inch.
Smith makes the catch and takes it down to the Latrobe 35-yard line.
Big gain there for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, 29 yards.
Their biggest
on the pass and catch.
Their first big gain of the game. From the Latrobe 35. And in motion, fake the jet. Oh no, it is the jet sweep. And running with the football inside the 30 down to the 25. Johnny Wetzel takes him down, but that's Amir Brown.
Nice little fake pass here. Little Statue of Liberty play by Cam Walter. And it is a gain of 9 for Woodland Hills, and it'll be 2nd and 1. Woodland Hills, their finest drive of the night.
Cam Walter keeps it and will push forward, and he has a first down.
You can say it's a tush push.
It's a tush push.
First down again for the Wolverines. This will bring up their 6th play of a drive that started at their own 20-yard line. The clock is at 4:35 in the first half. Wildcats will get the ball to come out.
Walter fires the pass. It's too high. And that's Malik
McLeod.
McLeod was the intended receiver. Pass just a little bit too high. So here's my technical question. When they run a jet sweep and the quarterback, is that a pass?
If it is forward, that's a pass. If he moves that ball forward, it's a pass.
But if he hands it off to him,
it's a run.
Okay. All right. 2nd and 10. And this is Mikhail Connor. And he gets inside the 20 down to about the 17, 18-yard line.
Just an inside handoff there. Chris Cochran in on the tackle for the Wildcats. Gain of 5 brings up a 3rd and 5. 4 minutes to go in the half. Wolverines looking to the sideline for the play call.
Football from the 18-yard line of Greater Latrobe. And Walter, 3 receivers left. Walter looks that way. Now he's going to pull it down, and he's still looking, and he's getting pressure. Braden Bronson is on his tail. Finally, he throws into the end zone, and did he make the catch back there? No,
he did not. Incomplete pass. Boy, what a nice job of scrambling there by Cam Walter. You'll see him here on the Bardini's instant replay. He scrambled left, and then he came back right, thought about running, and a nice play by Johnny Wetzel to actually break up that pass in the end zone, and we're going to see a field goal by Jason Moroz.
Simeon McCoy was the receiver down there. And as Mike said, great job by Johnny Wetzel.
This ball's going to be placed at the 25. Morose's kick is going to be a 35-yarder from the right hash. He has a leg too, Bill.
It's down. His kick is up. That kick is good. So, we have tied the game as they get the, 35-yard field goal?
35-yard field goal. 3:33 to go in the first half. The Wildcats going to get the football, and we'll be right back on the Wildcats Network.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place that you have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, we are tied at 3. I think we went years without seeing a field goal. That's all we're seeing anymore. We haven't seen a touchdown since August.
Yeah. 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Morose got the ball on the left hash. 3:33 to go in the first half. The Wildcats will get the football to begin the second half.
Cochran and Gasky are deep for the Wildcats. Closing in on the end of the first half. Rose's kick is low. Cochran will take it inside the 5-yard line. Comes to the middle of the field, and he will get out across the 30. So a nice return there by Chris Cochran.
And you see that thing right at the 29-yard line?
Yes, I do see that. I've seen a lot of those. I thought they were growing there.
No, we extinguished those. See what the call is against the Wildcats here. It's going to be their 9th penalty of the night.
Wow.
Wild's right, because we haven't even played the second half yet. Helmet to helmet, some type of helmet to helmet hit. That's going to be a personal foul, I believe. Is that what I saw? I believe that's what I saw. It's going to be a 15-yarder and take the Wildcats back inside their 20. About the 15-yard line. 3:25 to go. And the Wildcats can't afford to give the ball back to Woodland Hills here late in the first half, Bill. They need to do something to kill this clock. Woodland Hills with all 3 of their timeouts.
So from the 15-yard line, Brady Prohovic up the middle. He gets nice yardage across the 25 or 20 out to the 24. Good gain on first down. Here it is on the Bardini replay. Prohovic breaks through, gets into the secondary, and is taken down at the 20. Well, they give him the 23. It looked like the 24. 3 minutes remaining, first half. It's a second down and about 2. Johnny Wetzel. Andy Tash moves into the backfield, and he gets the carry. And he actually does very well to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tash's first carry of the season. You'll see him. It's the same formation as last time. In the last play, they faked that ball to Tash and gave it back to Brady Prohovic. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 1, and the clock's going to be right around probably 2 minutes when the Wildcats snap this ball. This is a first down they must have, Bill. They must have this first down, or you're going to give the Wolverines the ball back with a nice chunk of time to a very speedy team.
From the 23.
Play
3rd
clock.
down and 2, and you're right. It's at 2-1. They get it off, and they call timeout. So Latrobe uses its final timeout of the half. 1:58 remaining in that half. 3-3 is the score. We'll be back with more Wildcat football in a moment.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, and Latrobe facing a 3rd and 2 from their 23-yard line. And as Mike said, it's very important that the Wildcats are able to pick up this first down to keep from turning the football over to Woodland Hills before halftime. Latrobe will get the second half kickoff. But from the 23, it's a big 3rd and 2. And Woodland Hills showing blitz. And Wetzel is going to try to keep it. He's buried in the backfield. Woodland Hills was all over that.
Woodland Hills going to call a quick timeout here, Bill, with 1:52 left to go in the first half. Mitchell Horner is going to come in to punt. And we'll talk about Commercial Bank and Trust of Pennsylvania, a new sponsor for us again this week. Commercial Bank and Trust of Pennsylvania. Are you buying, refinancing, or building a home? Come visit us. We only need 10% down and no PMI required. When you finance with Commercial Bank, there are no points, no application fees, and fast loan decisions. Bank and Trust, it's what we do. Commercial Bank and Trust of Pennsylvania.
So it's a 4th and 5 for Greater Latrobe. And Scoop Smith is already standing at near midfield.
And believe it or not, this is Mitchell Horner's first punt of the night.
Yeah.
The first 2 Wildcat drives, one ended in a field goal, the other ended in a missed field goal. You need to get a good snap here from Lucas Collins.
He's standing at his own 5-yard line. As we said, Scoop Smith is at midfield. Woodland Hills they don't come after it exactly. Horner's kick is trying to kick it away from Smith. He picks it up on the fly and will get inside the Latrobe 45-yard line. Nice job there by Scoop Smith to get that football.
Ran right out of bounds with it, but this is going to be excellent field position. About a 25-yard punt there for Mitchell Horner. Ball returned 3 yards by Scoop Smith, and we'll be at the 42-yard line of Greater Latrobe with 1:45 to go.
And all 3 timeouts.
No, and 2 timeouts. They called one there on the right before the punt. But 2 timeouts for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, and a big defensive opportunity for the Wildcats here. You can't let Woodland Hills score this late into the quarter.
So here they come. It'll be Cam Walter. They send Scoop Smith to the right. Walter keeps it, pitches it back. Elijah Nesby has room off the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. He's close to a first down.
Clock's at 1:30, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines are over the ball.
Moving the sticks, they mark them at the 34.
2nd and 2, 1:22 on the game clock.
Walter takes the snap. This time it's coming straight up the middle and running to the left, and he will take it all the way for the Woodland Hills touchdown. And that was Mikhail Connor.
We said the Wildcats could not do 2-play drives on defense, and this one was exactly that. 2 plays. Mikhail Connor busts to the outside, hash mark number sideline, and outruns Danny Noonan into the end zone, and it is 9-3 Woodland Hills with 69 seconds left to go on the game clock, pending Jacob Morose's point after attempt. Scoop Smith is your holder. 2 plays, 45 yards. Snap is back. Smith's hold is down. Morose's kick is up, and that kick is good. 1:09 to go in the first half, and the Wolverines have taken the lead 10-3 here at Memorial Stadium, and we'll be right back on the Wildcats Network.
Of your trust, and we'll do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails. Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Lepatich Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. And the first touchdown Latrobe has given up since the game against Norwin in the fourth quarter. It is a 34-yard touchdown run by Mikhail Connor. 2 plays, 42 yards on the drive. Point after by Rose makes it 10-3. And he will be kicking off to either Chris Cochran or Vince Gasky. Wildcats will have 1:09 remaining in the half.
And Woodland Hills didn't even have to use another timeout. They still have 2 timeouts.
Right. That's true.
Ball fell off the tee there. Rose had to re-tee, kind of like me on the tee at Champion Lakes.
So here we go. Rose, big high kick. Cochran will take it right at the goal line. Comes 10, comes straight up the middle, and does well. It gets across the 25 to about the 27, 28 yard line. Once again, Chris Cochran with a nice return.
And more importantly, no penalty for the Wildcats.
They've run a whole play here without a penalty.
9 penalties for Greater Latrobe tonight.
I mean, we joke about that, but that's really been a
61 seconds
problem for the Wildcats in this game. Woodland Hills has had their share of penalties as well.
By the way, I stand corrected. This is the third meeting, or I'm sorry, the fourth meeting between these two schools. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. Empty set for Wetzel. And he'll go off the left side. Gets a block from Tim Myers as he turns the corner. He's at the 40-yard line across and gets out to about the 43.
And a real nice block there by Timmy Myers to seal the end. You'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Watch Tim Myers. He's at tight end, and he's going to get a block right there. Right there. Nice little seal block. Lets Johnny get to the outside. Johnny, of course, putting his head down, and we're back over the ball.
From the 43-yard line, Wetzel again. Comes up the middle. This time he'll be caught from behind and dragged down at the 46-yard line.
Fourth meeting between these two teams. The first meeting occurred back in 1988 here at Memorial Stadium. It was a Woodland Hills victory in Jason Maruco's sophomore year at Greater Latrobe. I stand corrected. Thank you, Dave Bullabosh.
Okay. 3 receivers to the left.
17 seconds to go in the game. 17.
Wetzel keeps it again. Getting blocking. 50, 45. And we'll get inside the Woodland Hills 40 to the 39.
The Wildcats have no timeouts with 7 seconds to go. Again, Johnny Wetzel on a designed run, and a block there by Andy Tash allows Johnny to get the seam. And the Wildcats going to spike the ball, but I'm not sure there's any time left. We'll see what the referee says. And there's a flag that just came out on the sideline. Sideline warning against Greater Latrobe. See if there's 1 second left on the clock for the Wildcats. So they were able to spike it. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 1 second on the game clock.
So Greater Latrobe will have one play here with 1 second remaining in the half. From the Woodland Hills 40-yard line.
Play clock at 8.
It'll be Gasky, Andy Tash, and Brady Prohovic out to the right.
Play clock at 2, and Woodland Hills takes their second timeout of the first half.
So, once again, one of our new sponsors is Steve Lamani Realty, One Group, Gold Standard. Looking to buy or sell a home? Trust the #1 real estate team in Westmoreland County, the Steve Lamani team at Realty One Group Gold Standard. With unmatched local expertise and a proven track record, they are here to make your real estate dreams come true. And whether it's finding the perfect home or getting top dollar for your property, the Steve Lamani team delivers results. Plus, when you work with them, you can use their box truck to move for free. Call 724-972-1543 today or visit teamlamani.com and experience the best in Westmoreland County. It's nice to have some new sponsors with us on our broadcast.
Honestly, we're getting like 5,000 views a week, which I think is awesome.
That is awesome. Woodland Hills has five players back inside the 10-yard line. Here's Johnny Wetzel. He's going to get as much as he can. He is at the 20, and they will take him down at about the 17-yard line. So all of that yardage they gained was Johnny Wetzel, but he couldn't get far enough, and the first half comes to an end. Woodland Hills getting a touchdown with 1:09 remaining in the half, and they lead it 10-3. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Greater Latrobe High School Marching Band for you.
It's band night tonight.
Oh, tonight's band night.
Yeah, so we have our junior high school kids. You'll see them wearing their orange T-shirts tonight.
Great.
So it's band night, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And then we can recap the scoring. That won't take long, as usual. And then Mike DeDurridge will have his first half stats for us. So all of that is coming up. We go to halftime here on the Wildcat Network.
I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for all that you do officiating high school football.
What you do matters, and what you do is important for our student athletes.
Without you and what you do, it's just practice.
I know you've worked hard in your preparation this offseason, and now it's game time.
Go out there and call them like you see them.
Embrace the grind.
And the biggest thing of all is to have fun.
Please, stay safe, have a great season, and we'll all be watching.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100+ programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
#1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for all that you do officiating high school football.
What you do matters, and what you do is important for our student athletes.
Without you and what you do, it's just practice.
I know you've worked hard in your preparation this offseason, and now it's game time.
Go out there and call them like you see them.
Embrace the grind. And the biggest thing of all is to have fun.
Please stay safe, have a great season, and we'll all be watching.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Latrobe Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinder School has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinder School provides high-quality pre-K education for 3- and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open. Visit our website, LigonierValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Ray Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin. From Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media. Everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
Bardini's.
#1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. You've been watching the Greater Latrobe High School Marching Band. Here at halftime, the teams are coming back onto the field. We're getting ready for the second half. We want to quickly recap the scoring of this game. Early on, it was a lot of defense. In fact, Latrobe got the first score, 10-play, 85-yard drive, which resulted in a 39-yard field goal by Roman Augustoni, and that made it 3-0. Woodland Hills answered with a 7-play, 80-yard drive that also ended with a field goal, and that was Morose who got the field goal from 35 yards to tie it at 3-3. And then late in the second period, a drive by Woodland Hills. Mikhail Connor broke free on a 34-yard touchdown run. It capped a 2-play, 42-yard drive. The point after made it 10-3, and that's where we stand here at halftime with Woodland Hills on top of a close, low-scoring game. We're going to bring Mike Dudurich in here right now with his halftime stats. And, Mike, for Greater Latrobe, they may have more penalty yards than they do offensive yards. I'm not sure.
Not quite, but they're heading in that direction. That was a strange first half.
That was a very strange first half.
Latrobe had 8 first downs. They gained 44 yards passing, 3 out of 4. Rushed the ball 22 times for 135 yards. 113 of that came from John Wetzel.
John Wetzel, yep. He's been the offense pretty much.
Yeah. Total offense, 179 yards. Well below what they've been doing. The numbers that stand out, though, are 9 penalties for 60 yards. That's kind of a trend.
Yeah, it sure is. One that we didn't want to see.
No. Woodland Hills got 6 first downs. They didn't pass very well either. 2 out of 6 attempts for 28 yards. They ran the ball 12 times for 79 yards for 107 yards total offense. They had 7 penalties for 70 yards. So as the late Vince Lombardi once said, what is going on out there? That was, I don't know what to make of that, actually. It was unlike anything we've seen.
Really? And Latrobe is actually winning the yardage battle, but they're losing the game.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, we know they're missing Alex Tash. We know that. But there's other talent there.
Yeah.
But it's not doing much so far.
Right before halftime when they got the football and they were just going to try to get as much. I mean, that was all John Wetzel.
It was.
He started at the 20-yard line and took it down to the other 10.
Yes, he did.
And that's as far as they got.
They're going to have to come up with something in the second half.
That's what it is. 10-3 is our score. And we're just getting ready for the second half kickoff. Mike, thank you very much for your stats. We'll hear from Mike again at the end of the game. We're going to bring Mike Poremka back in here now.
We're having a little PA malfunction here at Memorial Stadium. And
they brought one of the old microphones from the 60s, it looks like.
There's Alex Tash on the sideline tonight for the Wildcats. Cash Akehammer there with him as well.
A couple of scores from other Big East Conference games at halftime. It's Kiski area leading Franklin Regional 17-14. And in the end of the first period, that's the latest score we have. Of course, Penn Trafford always starts their games at 7:30, so they lead Plum 14-3. So those are a couple of other games in the conference. And Latrobe will get the second half kickoff here. Mike, what do they have to do?
What do they have to do?
Not get penalties.
Yeah, not get penalties. I'm sorry. We've got 29 things going on here in the press box at one time. It's not your fault. It's just anyhow, it's the way it goes. No penalties, period. They're going to get the ball here to start the second half. And I believe they need to score on this drive, Bill, to tie this game back up at 10. I'm afraid that Woodland Hills has the momentum right now, and I think another score is going to be hard for the Wildcats to overcome, especially given their offensive limitations.
So it will be Chris Cochran and Vince Gasky back deep to take the kick from Morose. As we get ready, Jacob Morose, the junior, will be kicking off for Woodland Hills. 10-3 is the score, and we're just about ready. Here we go. Kick is a high one. Cochran will take it at the 3-yard line, comes straight up the middle, gets through the first wall, and will get out to the 25. So once again, he has some decent field position for the Wildcats. Latrobe needs to get some offense going here. And even that the field goal drive they had, that was laden with penalties too. I mean, they had to overcome that.
It was.
So we'll start with Latrobe football at their own 22-yard line. And it will be Johnny Wetzel, Brady Prohovic to his left. Wetzel will run the ball on first down and turns the corner. Got a good block from Jack Drenovich and gets things out to the 25, 26-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 on the play. And it will be a second down for the Wildcats.
And again, we're not down there. We're not on the field. We're not listening to the coaches. Johnny's doing well, but they got to get other guys involved.
Yeah, they need some, that's for sure. Wetzel again on a keeper. Comes up the middle, and then he will be pushed back by the Woodland Hills defense. He'll get up near the 27, 28-yard line. That'll set up a third down at about 4 for Greater Latrobe. Wetzel comes to the sideline.
So I think we have one problem solved.
That's good.
Here at Latrobe tonight.
That's a big one, though.
A first down would be another nice problem to solve.
Well, Johnny Wetzel's in an empty set from the 28, and he'll keep it. And he's going to barely get to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and he needed a block on the outside there to kind of get Johnny the yardage that he needed, and we just didn't get that block on the outside. It's 4th and short, and looks like the Wildcats are going to go time here, maybe try to draw Woodland Hills off sides.
Malik McLeod was the player on the tackle. And Johnny Wetzel's feet from under him, so it's a 4th down and 1. And if they go for it here, this is a gutsy play, but they, as Mike said, they're going to take it. And Wetzel, this is going to be close.
Well, he might have fallen forward, but I don't think he's going to be close, Bill. I got to be honest with you. Not where they're spotting him. He might have. Yeah, I think he might have actually lost the yard.
Ball's at the 30-yard line.
Well, now they're eyeballing it. And are we going to get we are not going to get a measurement, are we?
No.
Wow,
Greg Fenton seems to think we are.
We never get measurements. Nope.
Nope. Woodland Hills takes over on downs. That was a gutsy call there by Ron Prady, but Woodland Hills will get the football at the Latrobe 30-yard line. 2 minutes into the third period. Latrobe trying to get something going. Mike, it's like Mike DeDurge just said, they got to get other people involved other than Johnny Wetzel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a one-man show right now. Brady Prohovic does have, I don't know, other sheets. Brady does have 6 carries tonight. Andy Tash had 1, but it's been Johnny Wetzel, 18 carries, 128 yards.
So Cam Walter is the quarterback. Scoop Smith moves in, gets the call off the right side, and he'll be tackled over there. Tim Myers on the stop for Greater Latrobe along with Jack Drenovich.
Well, there you see Scoop Smith standing by his offensive line. And Scoop is 5'7", 150, and he's standing around. Look at him right there. He's going by Nasir Neal, who is literally twice his size, plus 8 pounds.
Cam Walter with Mikhail Connor to his right. Connor has the only touchdown of the game. And back to pass is Walter. Looking downfield, fires to an open receiver down there. The catch is made inside the 10. And that was Malik McLeod, who makes the catch at the 8-yard line.
Woodland Hills quickly over the football. They're going for the kill shot now against the Wildcats. Already up 10-3.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line. And now they switch some players. Coming into the game is Simeon McCoy.
Clock under 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 10-3. Woodland Hills in front.
Play clock
7 more.
Down to 5 from the pistol. And it's Connor up the middle. Bounces left. He'll take it in for the Woodland Hills touchdown from 10 yards out. So Woodland Hills puts another score on the board. And they open up a 2-touchdown lead here.
Nothing. I'm sorry.
No, I just.
Bardini's instant replay. Nothing fancy here. Connor just sees that seam, cuts back to the left, and dances into the end zone. 16-3 Woodland Hills, pending Jacob Rose's point after attempt. Scoop Smith on the hold. Hold is down. The kick is up. That kick is good. 8:39 to go in the third quarter, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines have taken a 14-point lead over Greater Latrobe. It's 17-3. We'll be right back on the Wildcats Network.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Come back to Memorial Stadium, and another touchdown by the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Mikhail Connor, 10-yard touchdown run, capped a 3-play 30-yard drive as Latrobe went for it on 4th down in their own territory, and Woodland Hills makes them pay for it with the score. And now, as Mike said, 17-3. Wolverines on top. Jacob Rose will be kicking off to Chris Cochran or Vince Gasky. It was a defensive struggle until late in the first half. Woodland Hills has gotten 2 scores on the board. And the kick. drives Cochran deep into the end zone, and he'll just let it go, and Latrobe will get it at the 20.
8:39 to go in the third quarter here at Memorial Stadium. Band night at Memorial Stadium. I also think it was maybe youth cheer night tonight. I saw 2 sets of cheerleaders. I understand that it was youth cheer night. We had a little microphone malfunction. Greg Fenton he thought somebody had finally silenced him.
Here they go from the 20 now. Pistol formation. Prhovic is the tailback. Johnny Wetzel fires out. The pass is completed out there. And that's Andy Tash making the catch. And he will get it up 4 yards on the play.
Just a quick pass to the outside, trying to get a little rhythm. Andy Tash gets the ball. He gets a gain of about 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for Greater Latrobe.
Football just shy of the 25-yard line. This time it will be an empty set for Johnny Wetzel. Be Wetzel keeping the football. Gets across the 25 out to the 27, 28-yard line.
Looks like he's going to gain about 4 on that play. Again, just a designed run for John Wetzel. 7:45 to go in the third quarter. 17-3. Woodland Hills on top of Greater Latrobe.
3rd and 2 from the 28-yard line.
Each team here tonight looking to get their 2nd win in the Big East Conference. Woodland Hills obviously trying to stay undefeated in the Big East, as is Greater Latrobe. 3rd and 2, Bill.
So, here we go. Big down for the Wildcats. Brady Prhovic comes up the middle, has the first down and more. 40, 45, 50, gets into Woodland Hills territory, and he's taken down at the Woodland Hills 45.
26 yards on the carry there by Brady Prhovic, just up the middle. You'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. An inside handoff, and you got Jack Drenovich coming back and makes a key block in the inside there for Brady to spring, and he's into Woodland Hills territory. It'll be 1st and 10, Greater Latrobe at the Woodland Hills 46-yard line.
Prince Tarrant makes the stop at the 46. So the Wildcats with a new set of downs, and Johnny Wetzel will keep it. Started left, cuts back in the middle, and gets down to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 6 or 7.
Looks like they're going to give him 6 on that play. They're going to spot the ball at the 40-yard line, Bill. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Greater Latrobe. Andy Tash out. Owen Burkett in.
Latrobe, as we said, playing without Alex Tash tonight. As Mike said, they've been running an offense that's just like a Wildcat. Only Johnny Wetzel, the quarterback, is running the plays. He gets it, hands it off to Prhovic, left side. He still manages to get forward. He's about a yard or 2 shy of that first down.
He's going to be about a yard and a half shy there. And you see the Woodland Hills defense now. They have their 4 down linemen. They are essentially getting 6 up on the line, and those linebackers are not looking pass at all. It's going to be 3rd and 1.5. We want to send congratulations out to Tristan Borland. Tristan's our usual producer here on the Wildcats Network, but he's not with us tonight because tomorrow he's going to get married.
There he goes. Okay. So here we go. 3rd down. Wetzel keeps it. 1st down. 30, 20, 10, and dragged down inside the 10-yard line. So that's about a 30-yard gain for Johnny Wetzel.
It is. In that time, it was a fake to Brady Prhovic inside. Oh, I'm getting a little seasick here, Bill. I don't know what's happening here. There we go. Thank you. I needed some Dramamine on that camera shot. But Johnny Wetzel gets the Wildcats into the Keystone Foam Zone. The Wildcats have entered the Keystone Foam Zone, and you can too. Actively hiring full-time permanent employees. Starting wage $17, extra vacation and holiday benefits. KeystoneFoam.com.
From the 10-yard line, Wetzel cuts back inside, still on his feet inside the 5, and dives down to the 4.
Second effort there by Johnny Wetzel.
Earl Perry on the tackle for Woodland Hills.
Here you'll see the end of the run. He just keeps those legs driving and refuses to go down. Johnny gets that ball inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Wildcats.
So a nice drive here for Greater Latrobe. trying to get the touchdown, bring it back within a one-score game. Wetzel from the 5-yard line. Prhovic up the middle, and they were waiting for him this time. And that was Simeon McCoy who made the tackle.
With Tristan out getting married, we have Spencer Long here doing the production tonight. Spencer got the call out of the bullpen to come and do the Greater Latrobe Wildcat football game. So thank you to him being here tonight. 3:46 to go in the third quarter. The Wildcats driving.
Yeah, we want to wish the best to Tristan and his bride-to-be.
3rd and goal.
Wetzel started left, cuts back in, and drives forward. He gets down near the 2-yard line. But it'll be a 4th down. No, 3rd down. No, it's 4th down.
It's
That's
4th
right.
and goal.
That's right.
Ball's at the 2, and there's no super toe coming onto the field here. Down 14 are the Wildcats late in the third quarter. 3:10 on the play clock, or on the game clock. Play clock at 20. The Wildcats need to get the play in here. Andy Tash bringing it into the huddle.
With 15 seconds on the play clock.
And what a touchdown this would be for the Wildcats to cut that lead to 7.
Wetzel in the pistol. Prhovic is the tailback. Wetzel rolls right, fires into the end zone. It's just too tall for Andy Tash. He was open and could not make the catch. So the drive dies at the Woodland Hills 2-yard line.
Turnover on downs there for the Wildcats. 10 plays on that drive. They went 78 yards.
Wow.
So it's 1st and 10, Woodland Hills football. 2:44 to go in the third quarter. Up 17-3 are the Wolverines. Bulletin Sports is on all of your social media platforms. Connect with Instagram, TikTok.
So Woodland Hills comes from their own 2-yard line with a 14-point lead. Cam Walter. That is Mikhail Connor is the tailback. Walter actually goes under center here.
And what do we have on the field? Flag on the play. Surprising. Delay a game against Woodland Hills. So they're going to go from the 2 back to the 1.
Be 1st and 11, I believe. Walter keeps the football, and he is wrapped up.
He might have got a yard, Bill.
Cash Ackhammer had him in his grasp. And Cody crawled there as well. So no gain on the play.
Still 2nd and 11.
Well, they could keep them back there. Get some good field position out of this. Walter stands in his end zone. He's back to pass.
Jack Jefferson. Yeah, that's going to be a safety.
Penalty flag comes in.
That's going to be a hold in the end zone. Oh, and then a penalty at the end of the play.
Did they hit him out of bounds? Oh, man.
So you got a hold in the end zone. You'll see it here on the Bardini's instant replay. So that would have been a safety for the Wildcats. Now watch at the end of the play. They're going to call a late hit on the Wildcats.
So they'll nullify each other.
They will. We'll replay the down.
Safety.
No, it's an illegal forward pass. That's going to be declined. And the holding in the end zone. And that is going to be a safety.
So it is a safety.
I'll be darned. Wow. So an illegal forward pass by Cam Walter is declined.
Why is that an illegal forward pass?
He must have been over the line of scrimmage. Well, he didn't throw the ball. No, he did
in
3.
The end zone,
he threw. No, he was not. He was over at like the 3-yard line when he threw that ball out of bounds.
Okay, I thought he was still in the end zone when he threw it.
So it's 17-5. The Wildcats finding innovative ways to score points the last 3 weeks, and here we go. It's a 12-point lead now for the Wolverines, 17-5. I mean, Bill, I've been doing this for 24 years.
Yes.
I can't describe the last 3 weeks. I mean, in the offensive culture that we're in, it's just amazing that that we're here. But we are 2:05 to go in the third quarter, 17-5 your score, and this is going to be a free kick to the Wildcats. Wow.
Yeah, that's those are new and innovative ways to put points on the board. Touchdown would be nicer.
It would be great. So this kick is going to come from the from the 15-yard line, which is why you see the Wildcats up around the 25. They should get excellent starting field position out of this.
And it will be Gasky and Chris Cochran.
Mike Dudurich just pointing out to me, Bill, 6 more safeties and it's a tie game. 17-17.
I'm not ruling that out at this point.
I don't know either. Moroz is going to tee this up. Sometimes in the NFL and even in college, you'll see that teams will go with a punt in this situation, and they're looking for the height on that.
Yeah. I never understand that. It seems like you can kick it farther than you can punt it. But Moroz is going to kick it. So that actually moves the 2 deep men back to their own 25-yard line. So Moroz does have a leg. He booms it. Cochran will take it at the 25, 30, 35, 40, and will get out to the Latrobe 45-yard line before he's tackled. That's a nice 20-yard return there by Chris Cochran, and Latrobe will have good field position here.
1:58 to go in the third quarter. 17-5 the score. Yes, 17-5 the score. Johnny Wetzel, 24 carries tonight, 171 yards on the ground for the Wildcats. The Wildcats need to get the offense in gear.
From their own 45, Wetzel in the pistol. Prohovic is the tailback.
Count them up. 6 at the line of scrimmage for the Woodland Hills defense.
And here goes Wetzel with Prohovic blocking in front of him, and he'll get out to the 47-yard line. George Hill on the tackle for Woodland Hills.
See it here on the Bardini's instant replay. Going to be a gain of 3 for Johnny Wetzel, and the game clock's at 1:30 here in the third quarter.
Jim Myers comes into the game for Latrobe. From the 48, second and a long 6. Wetzel rolls left, looking downfield, fires it out. It's completed there.
Jack Drenovich.
And that's Jack Drenovich who makes the catch, and he has a great Latrobe first down as he takes it to the 42-yard line.
Rolling Johnny, I'm sorry.
That's just a 10-yard gain.
Johnny rolling to the left, actually throwing across his body. Jack makes the catch, puts his head down there a little bit and gets into Woodland Hills territory. The ball's going to be at the Woodland Hills 42-yard line.
I feel like Latrobe hasn't used Drenovich as a receiver as much as I thought they would have.
And not as much as last year. I felt like there was always a play action or two to Jack.
So Wetzel keeps it, comes up the middle, inside the 40, and is taken down to the 39-yard line. He'll pick up 3. So Latrobe is moving the football here. Could have gotten a touchdown there at the last possession.
Well, you know, a touchdown here, though, makes this a 1-score game. I would assume Coach Prady would go for 2 because there's no reason not to. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves there, Bill.
Yes, we are. 2nd and 6. Wetzel backs his way forward, and then about 4 Woodland Hills players pushes him back. Let's see what they give him, the 46 or 45.
Here you see Johnny off the left, tries to step out of a tackle, spinning, refuses to go down, and as you said, is topped off there by a host of Woodland Hills tacklers. George Hill finally gets him around the waist and pulls him back. So it's going to be 3rd and 4.
I don't think it's that many because it looks like they only need the 32.
Yep, it looks like.
And they got it at the 35.
Looks like we have a timeout.
We do have a timeout. With 21 seconds remaining in the third period, Woodland Hills on top 17-5. Latrobe is driving. We'll be back with more football in a moment.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
Number one for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. The football at the Woodland Hills 35-yard line. It is 2nd down and 3 for the Wildcats.
3rd down and 3.
Oh. I thought that, oh, I'm reading the scoreboard wrong. 3rd down and 3. And Wetzel, right side. He has the first down and more. 25, 20, 15, 10. Gets down near the 5-yard line and is taken out of bounds. And a penalty flag comes in at the end of the play.
I think this is going to be perhaps an illegal tackle. Might be a horse collar tackle at the end. You see Johnny, what a nice hole to the outside, and Johnny gets to the sideline very quickly, outrunning some Woodland Hills defenders. And this is going to be I think it's going to be a horse collar tackle. So Johnny down to the 5-yard line, and that's going to be a half the distance. Should take them down to the 2.5. Johnny now 28 carries, 210 yards. You remember Alex Tash had a 200-yard game earlier in the season. He had 251 against Norwin. It's going to be 1st and goal. Greater Latrobe, the ball at the 2-yard line. 6 seconds on the game clock. And the Wildcats desperately need a score. If they could get one before the end of the 3rd quarter, boy, that should set up a fantastic finish in the final frame.
So from the 2 in the Keystone foam zone, Wetzel will just walk it in for the touchdown from 2 yards out. Latrobe gets their first touchdown since last week.
Out of the Keystone foam zone, you'll see it right here on the Bardini's instant replay. Johnny Wetzel gets his 29th carry of the night and his first touchdown of the night. It's 17-11. Greater Latrobe pending the point after attempt here by Roman Augustoni. The snap is back. The hold is down. Augustoni's kick is up, and it is good. With 3 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter, it's Woodland Hills 17, Greater Latrobe 12, and we'll be right back on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Petty, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Petty is there. Go Wildcats.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
We're back here at Memorial Stadium. The Roman Augustoni kicking off. Scoop Smith is back deep for Woodland Hills, and the kick goes over. No, there was a scramble for it.
Bobbled in the middle of the field, and the Wildcats think they have the football.
Think they have the football.
And they do, Bill. They do. That's Brady Prohovic comes out with the ball. It was a squib kick by Roman Augustoni, and it bounced off of Malik McLeod up into the air, and McLeod could just not get his hands on it. And the Wildcats, wow, what an interesting turn of events. Watch it here on the Bardini's instant replay. There's McLeod. Yeah. He just can't get a handle on the ball. He goes down to the ground, and Brady Prohovic just sniffs it out. And what a way to start or to end the 3rd quarter. No time left on the clock. We're headed to the 4th and final frame here at Memorial Stadium. 17-11, 17-12. Woodland Hills. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning
We both
Center,
said wow at the same time.
where little hands do big things.
That is
For 38
really something.
years,
See, I couldn't pick up the kick.
He kind of squibbed it,
Yeah.
you know, and it bounced off his hands. We used to,
Educational and physical development of children. We've
He's
used a
just never-
research-based curriculum that
They're
will
gonna
help
have this
your
at the
child grow academically and
26.
socially. Guidance from our expert teachers combined with our state-of-the-art play areas will build your child's brains and
Wetzel's
bodies.
40 yards away.
Latrobe Kinder School provides
Well, 43 to
high-quality
break the record, 40 to tie.
3 and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families.
That's
through the
amazing.
pre-K counseling. Our
And
enrollment
they
is
know
also
he's running the ball.
Visit our website, PioneerValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, big turn of events here as Brady Prahovic dives in there and gets the fumble recovery for Latrobe, setting them up at the Woodland Hills 26-yard line as we begin the fourth period. Prahovic will be the running back next to Wetzel. Wetzel will run the football, cuts it back inside, and will get inside the 25, down to about the 23, 22-yard line.
And what happens when you get inside the 25? You're in the Keystone Foam Zone.
Yes, we are.
An employer of choice in the region. Visit the careers link at KeystoneFoam.com for more information.
I feel good that we've made up for the Keystone Foam people this week.
A little bit this week, yeah. A little bit this week. 11:30 to go, fourth quarter. The Wildcats trying to take their second lead of the evening. They led 3-0 early in the first quarter.
From the 22, Wetzel, Prahovic up the middle, fighting forward. He's inside the 20. And they will mark him at the 18. He'll get 4. And it'll bring up a third down and 3. This is definitely 4-down territory here.
Wetzel to the sideline to get the play call. The clock under 11 minutes now to play in the game. The Wildcats trailing by 5. Still, look at that. 6 guys up on the defensive line.
And Wetzel flips it out to Jack Drenovich. Drenovich inside the 5 and is dragged down at the 4-yard line. That's by Scoop Smith, who made the touchdown-saving tackle.
See it here on the Bardini's instant replay. This is a run-pass option. Johnny hands it off inside, comes down the line, and sees Jack out in the flat. And what those passes do is it loosens up that defense. It's going to be first and goal for Greater Latrobe at the Woodland Hills 4.
There was a time in this game when 2-touchdown lead looked like insurmountable. And here's Latrobe knocking on the door here to take the lead. And Johnny Wetzel will do just that with the 4-yard touchdown run. So Latrobe will take the lead now after Wetzel's touchdown run.
And like you said, Bill, they know it's coming. They know it's coming. Brady Prahovic gets that final block. Johnny walks into the end zone for the second time tonight. 18-17 Greater Latrobe. And they are going to go for 2 here, Bill, to try to make it a 3-point lead. Play clock at 15. Wetzel in the shotgun. He's got Tash to his right.
Wetzel. And running over the defender for the 2-point conversion is Johnny Wetzel.
He sure did. He ran over Tymere Walker to get the extra 2 points. And it's a 3-point lead for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats here at Memorial Stadium. 10-10 to go in the fourth quarter. One quick look at the Bardini's instant replay. You'll see Johnny Wetzel go to the left. Tymere Walker says, oh, no, I don't. Bill, you like apples?
Yes, I do.
How do you like them apples? We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, Roman Augustoni will be kicking off to either Scoop Smith or Amir Brown. And what a turn of events. Latrobe has scored 17 unanswered to take the lead here as Augustoni kicks it out of the end zone.
Again.
17-3. It was 17-3 with 8:39 remaining in the third period. Latrobe has scored 3 times, starting with a safety. And then Johnny Wetzel with a 2-yard touchdown run, and then Wetzel with a 4-yard touchdown run after Latrobe recovered a kind of a squib kick. Brady Prohovic with that big recovery, and they go 26 yards in 4 plays. Wetzel taking it in, and then Wetzel running over a defender for the 2-point conversion. And so they have taken the 3-point lead, and here comes Woodland Hills now. 10-10 remaining in the game. They're down 3. Cam Walter is the quarterback, and he hands it off, and that is Mikhail Connor off the right side. Connor has 2 touchdowns in this game.
He has 8 carries on the night, 71 yards. 3 yards on that carry brings up a 2nd and 7, clock under 10 minutes. And Bill, you have to feel if the Wildcats can get a defensive stop here, the way the running game has suddenly come alive,
also,
boy, they could really work this down. But you got to get the defensive stop. And it starts here on 2nd and 7.
Connor goes in motion. They flip it out in the flat to him, but Latrobe is waiting for him. He makes a nice move to get away from the first wall of defenders, but then he's wrapped up by Tim Myers at the 25-26 line.
And the Wildcats doing a great job of getting to the football here. Right out in the flat is Connor, as you said. I thought Cash Egghammer had him hemmed in there, but Braden Bronson, Timmy Myers finishing him off. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 with 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Now a big 3rd down for the Wolverines here from the 26. Walter back to pass, looking, fires toward the sideline. It's incomplete. It was intended for number 10. That's Malik McLeod.
4th down, deep in their own territory. And Brian Tarrant says, I think we're going to kick it out of here and try to play a field position game. Jason Rose in for the punt. He's going to be standing right around his 10-yard line, Bill. Andy Tash back around his own 35. We've seen a long punt and a short punt from Morose tonight. See what we get on this play. 8:53 to go in the game.
Latrobe had a similar situation in 4th down, and they went for it, didn't get it, and Woodland Hills turned that into a touchdown, but things have turned around since then. Andy Tash lets it bounce. It will take a Woodland Hills bounce and go back to the Latrobe 36-yard line, but the Wildcats have the football with 8:42 remaining in the game and a 3-point lead.
38-yard punt there by Morose.
Well, you got to hand it to the Wildcats here tonight.
Well, the one thing that we've seen from this team over the last few years is that they don't quit mentality. And I'll be honest with you, when Connor scored that touchdown in the 3rd quarter, I thought for a second, have they just had enough? But the Wildcats lay on the ropes and come right back. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Johnny Wetzel, the last 2 touchdowns for the Wildcats. Brady Prohovic bounces off people and then cuts back inside, gets across the 40 out to the 41.
5 yards on the carry. Watch Brady Prohovic, or not. That's okay. Brady coming off the field here.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not at all. Oh, and he just went down. Wonder if it's a cramp.
That's what it almost seemed like, the way he went down.
Jeez. Looked like he got shot the way he went down there. Holy cow. Timeout for injury. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back with another Wildcat offensive possession here on the Wildcats Network.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Back here at Memorial Stadium, Brady Prohovic came to the sideline for zone power. So I think we're going to see Chris Cochran in the game. You know, it's like Homie Everett said here, Latrobe had 2 drives, first and goal a couple of times. He didn't get points on either one. Wetzel, he'll take it right side. 40, 35, has a first down. And they'll mark him shy of midfield.
They're going to mark him right around the 48, maybe the 49-yard line, Johnny Wetzel. Bill, he's in search of that single-game rushing record held by Robert Fulton, 252 yards. Alex Tash had 251 earlier in the season. We'll see it as soon as Michael writes it down here. 1st and 10, Greater Latrobe at their own 48-yard line.
And Brady Prohovic back in the game. He gets the call, and he'll get to midfield. That's about as far as he will get. It was Lanier Butler who made the tackle.
Johnny Wetzel right now at 228 yards. He's 24 away from tying the record. 25 to break it. Unbelievable night tonight for him. 32 carries, 228 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The clock at 7:30. The ball just about at midfield.
Just shy of midfield, as Nick said. Husky goes in motion. Wetzel keeps it. Gets across midfield into Woodland Hills territory, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice tackle there by Lanier Butler. Had a hold of Johnny. Look at Johnny's pants. Look at that. You know you've had a long night and you've run the ball. Look at those pants. Those aren't quarterback pants. Those are running back pants. That's what those are. Coach Prady, Fez is going to be upset. I mean, look at, he's got dirt in his bum. He's got dirt everywhere. He's got a little orange back there.
That's the key, huh?
Yeah, he's got dirt everywhere.
That's the sign.
Fez is going to be happy tomorrow. He's going to have to shout all that stuff out. He should give them to my wife. She does an excellent job with my son's baseball pants. 3rd and 6.
From the 48-yard line of Woodland Hills. Prohovic is the tailback. Gets the call up the middle.
He's still not down.
No, they were tugging at his shoe there, but he broke out of that and gets near the 45. He's not going to have a first down, but it'll be 4th down and about 3.
I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but Johnny already looked at Coach Prady and wanted to go for it. But Mitchell Horner's going to come in to punt for the Wildcats on 4th and 4. The clock is going to be under 6 minutes. Once this ball is snapped, Mitchell Horner standing at his 40. Scoop Smith standing right around his 25. Clock at 5:55. Mitchell Horner's, look, he's going to angle this punt, don't you think?
Absolutely. High snap. He pulls it down and kicks toward, oh, that's a beauty. Scoop Smith takes it at the 10, starts right, still on his feet at the 15, 20, 25, and will get out across the 30. But there is a penalty flag down inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the penalty flag's going to be back. It's a nice punt by Mitchell Horner. Maybe just not enough air under it. It's going to be an illegal block in the back against the Woodland Hills Wolverines. The clock's at 5:34 here in the 4th quarter.
Clock becomes important here now.
And so does this Wildcat defense. The Wildcat defense hadn't given up a touchdown in 9 quarters. They've given up 2 here tonight, both in the
one in the third, one in the 4th. No, that's wrong. Both in the 3rd.
Both in the 3rd. That's what I thought.
Yep, that's right.
Here comes Woodland Hills. 5:34 to go.
So the penalty takes it back to the 19-yard line. Cam Walter, junior quarterback, and fires over the middle. His pass is caught there. And That is Landon Akins Jr. who makes the catch.
Watch Cam Walter. He just waits a little bit here before he throws this pass. Little play action. He actually pump faked Chris Cochran up into the air and then is able to get that pass out. It's a 1st and 10 for Woodland Hills.
Football is out to the 31. Walter hands it off. Running with the football and going nowhere, by the way.
Tackle there by Braden Bronson. It was
Connor.
2nd and 10. Quick tempo again by the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Time continues to roll. 4:35 now. Walter back. Now he pulls it down. He's running. Fires deep downfield. He's got a man down there trying to make the catch. Is Scoop Smith.
Well, I thought Walter was over.
Oh, that wasn't Scoop Smith. The pass is completed
to Amir Brown. I thought Walter was over the line of scrimmage when he threw this ball. He was not. I'm wrong. It's a long completion down the sideline. Tash was there, just couldn't bat the ball out.
That's a nice catch by Amir Brown at the 35-yard line of Greater Latrobe.
4:09 on the clock.
That pass was underthrown, and Brown came back to it.
20.
No, I was just going to say it was good coverage by Andy Tash, but it was just a great effort there by Brown. With the football, that's Connor. Breaks through the first line of defense and gets inside the 30. Down to the 28. He'll pick up about 7. Down on the field is the Latrobe defender.
It's Timmy Myers. Kind of holding his ankle. I don't know if he got rolled up on or not. Caleb Lehman's going to come in. Trainer Nick out to tend to the injured Wildcat. 3:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Woodland Hills driving. We're going to go to a commercial break on the Wildcats Network, brought to you by LHTC Media.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinder School has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinder School provides high-quality pre-K education for 3- and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open. Visit our website, LigonierValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, Tim Myers is up and running off. So that's a good sign.
I think it was his ankle.
Woodland Hills has a 2nd down and about 3 from the Wildcat 28-yard line. Cale Connor. He has the 1st down and more, and broke through a tackle at the 20 and gets down to about the 18-yard line. He's a load.
He is, and it's a touchdown-saving tackle, I believe, by Andy Tash, but it's going to be another 1st down, and you get the feel that like Woodland Hills is trying to kill a little clock here too, Bill, with 3:10, the play clock at 26, taking their time trying to matriculate the ball down the field.
Yeah, after struggling for points early in the game, now it's who may have the football last. And with the football, that's Scoop Smith. He is tripped up.
Just like a little option play. I think we might get it here on the Bardini's instant replay, and we do. Fake handoff inside, and Scoop Smith has the speed. He outruns Johnny Wetzel, but Johnny able to just get a shoelace. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 7 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Woodland Hills answering Latrobe touchdowns. Have a 1st and goal, as Mike said, from Wildcats' 6-yard line.
Taking their time. The clock's at 2:20, Bill.
Latrobe needs a stop. Walter Off Connor, middle. He will get inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. 3 or 2, so the Wildcats take a timeout here. 2:09 remaining in the game. Latrobe clinging to a 3-point lead, 20-17. Woodland Hills driving. We'll be back with the final minutes of this one after this break.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Latrobe Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family-owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Back here at Memorial Stadium now, Braden Bronson able to get off the field under his own power. It is a 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line for Woodland Hills. And Walter gives it off to Malik Connor. Tries to back into the end zone. And he is. 3-yard touchdown run by Malik Connor caps off the Woodland Hills drive. And that drive gives the Wolverines the lead back.
It looks like we have another injured player here on the ground, and it is Mikael Connor, who's down on the ground after his touchdown run. And a very important point after attempt coming up here for Woodland Hills as they lead now 23-20, 2:04. That's an 8-play, 81-yard drive for the Wolverines to take the lead once again. The Wildcats had scored 17 straight. Woodland Hills putting a nice drive together here in the 4th quarter, hoping to put the Wildcats away. But still 2 minutes to go, and the Wildcats with 4 timeouts, Bill. Check that out.
That seems like home field advantage.
I
don't know.
Scoreboard. Oh, no, look, no, they just changed it. Back to 3. They must be listening, hanging on my every word, apparently.
So Connor will be helped to the sideline. He seems to be okay.
And Jason Rose coming in for the point after attempt. And again, what a big point after is this. Everything's got to be right.
Scoop Smith will be the holder. It's blocked. Latrobe blocks it. I'm not sure who got through there, but put their hand up and it's blocked. So that changes a lot of things.
It sure does, and it maintains a 3-point lead. I believe this is going to come off the left side. It was Andy Tash.
Andy Tash.
Andy Tash got up there. He is 6'2", 190 pounds, and if the Wildcats are able to tie this game or go ahead, that will be your play of the night for Greater Latrobe. So 2:04 to go. We're going to keep it right here for the conclusion of this game. Now, this is an interesting thing. Normally, I would head down to the field right now.
Yes.
But I feel like I can't.
No. I think you should stay here for a moment.
The last time I went down to the field in a moment like this, it was Latrobe Franklin Regional last year, and we got it all the way down to the 1 yard line and they didn't score. So I think I'm going to stay right here.
That's a good idea.
Besides,
I like that.
Mr. Fenton's using my microphone. So I don't have a microphone to do an interview at the
that also complicates
game,
things. So Latrobe, at least with that blocked extra point, if they get down there and can't take it in, a field goal would tie the game.
And, the Wildcats 3 timeouts. Are they going to do what they did at the end of the first half and run the ball? If Woodland Hills is back playing a prevent type defense, remember how quickly they got down the field at the end of the first half.
That was all Johnny Wetzel running. So it's Gasky and Cochran. Chris Cochran has had 3 or 4 nice kick returns here in this game.
How about a kickoff return for a touchdown?
That would be nice. That would be really nice. It's a high booming kick. Cochran will take it at the 6. And that's right. And will be taken down at the 26, 27 yard line. So it's about a 20-yard return. And here come the Wildcats now.
Nice block by Andy Tash on that return. Allowed Chris Cochran to get a few more yards. And we have a Woodland Hills player down. He may have been the one that was blocked. That was a hard block by Andy Tash. Injury on the field. Is he going to get up? Yes, he is. I think he's up now. He's going to walk off. Going to go to commercial, but we'll keep it right here. The Wildcats in the huddle. 1:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Wildcats down 3. In what has turned out to be a back and forth game.
Absolutely. It's a barn burner here with these two teams. And, at halftime, the score was 10-3.
And a 15-yard penalty against the Wolverines, Bill. Moves that ball out to the 42-yard line. Well, I didn't see that. Good call, Homie. Homie Everett, not only the official statistician of the Wildcats, but spotter extraordinaire.
So the football's at the 42 of Greater Latrobe. Johnny Wetzel back to pass, fires out in the flat. The catch is made out there. And they get about 4 or 5 yards. That's Eli Miter.
Gain of 5. The clock's rolling at 1:40 to go here in the game. 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats.
Again, rolling right this time, looking downfield, getting pressure. And he's going to throw it deep downfield and throw it away. On the sideline, so it'll bring up a 3rd down at about 5.
Only Johnny's 3rd incompletion of the night. He's 7 of 10 passing tonight. 69 yards passing for Johnny Wetzel, if my quick math is right. 90 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and 5. Wildcats in 4-down territory, Bill. This is one of those times where you don't have to get it all in one bunch. You'd like to because you'd like to save your timeouts. Johnny Wetzel needs 20 yards to tie the all-time single-game rushing record.
Wetzel back, pulls it down, and fires. His pass is it caught? Yes,
it is. That's Vince Gasky. He's going to
Gasky with a nice catch
right over the middle. I thought Johnny was going to pull this down, and boy, he just waited for Vince to get open.
I thought Johnny was going to get his helmet taken off. All right, 1st down. Wetzel back to pass. Now he's going to run it, and he will be pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So he gets almost 5. In fact, it is 5.
And a smart play by Johnny with 68 seconds left to go in the game, running out of bounds. Typically, he'll put his head down in those moments, but he gets 5, 2nd and 5. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go in this game. Woodland Hills now rushing 4, dropping everybody back.
From the 43-yard line of Woodland Hills. Wetzel back, has time. Fires to the sideline, and Gasky tries to jump up and make the catch, but he's not able to.
Well, he was fighting with the sideline there, too. He was doing his best to try to catch the ball and stay in bounds. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go. Woodland Hills in front by 3, 23-20. Super Toes got a toe, but
they need more.
They need a lot more.
Jack Drunovich coming back into the game.
If you're Woodland Hills, you've got to keep your eyeball on him. He's going to deploy to the left here, Bill.
He's lined up as one of two wing left. Wetzel keeps the football, and he will be stacked up shy of the 40-yard line, so it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Wildcats will take a timeout with 59 seconds remaining. They're driving to try to win this game, but they're facing a big 4th down. We'll be back with the final minute of this exciting game right after this.
I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for all that you do officiating high school football.
What you do matters, and what you do is important for our student athletes.
Without you and what you do, it's just practice.
I know you've worked hard in your preparation this offseason, and now it's game time.
Go out there and call them like you see them.
Embrace the grind. And the biggest thing of all is to have fun.
Please, stay safe, have a great season, and we'll all be watching.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do.
Back to Memorial Stadium, 4th and 3 for Greater Latrobe at the 41-yard line. And now,
I think Woodland Hills is going to
take a timeout. Yeah. So, what do you think Latrobe's looking at?
I think they'll roll Johnny out and get him an option on the edge. The ball's middle of the field, so they could go right or left. I prefer when they roll him to the right, but he does a nice job of passing when they roll him to the left. I actually would be surprised to see them run that run pass option that they had to Jack. That was a nice play. But I think you've got to give Johnny options, and if you're the Woodland Hills Wolverines, you've got to do something to seal that edge off and not let him outside, because he can beat you with the legs. 59 seconds here at Memorial Stadium. Woodland Hills, Greater Latrobe, 23-20 in a Big East Conference matchup.
This game was 10-3 at halftime.
17-3 at one point. The Wildcats came roaring back to take a 20-17 lead. The Wolverines scoring with 2 minutes left to go in the game to go ahead 23-20. Andy Tash blocked the point after attempt. Here we go.
Biggest play of the game right here, 4th and 3 for the Wildcats.
He jumped offside.
Rob drew them offside.
They might call this on Jack, though. It looked
That's
like
what
Jack,
I was wondering.
Looked like Jack kind of went towards the line of scrimmage. Yep, that's going to be a procedure call against Greater Latrobe. If Jack comes down the line, that's probably an offsides call.
Motion,
but he came toward the line of scrimmage.
You're right.
So an unfortunate penalty, and I guess we should not be surprised that the Wildcats would get a penalty late in this game. That's got to be a lot.
Wow, that moves it back to the 46. They need the 38.
It's like 12 penalties.
So now, 4th and 8 for Latrobe. Wetzel back, getting pressure, fires, the pass is intercepted, and that is picked off. That is
Jaden Estes.
One of the captains, and he takes it all the way for the Woodland Hills touchdown.
Wow. Jaden Estes is a mere 6'3", 270 pounds, and he took that back to the house, a pick six.
Was his arm hit as he threw it?
I think he was being hit by Lanier Butler, had the pressure on him, and I am going to head down to talk to Coach Prady.
How far was the touchdown? 55.
For the home team and the fans, that was unfortunate.
Oh man, I'll say, wow. Did not see that coming. Yeah, again, if they don't get that penalty on fourth down, who knows what might have happened.
They got first down and they still have 50 seconds left.
Right. Wow. How many times have we seen ends to games like this here at Memorial Stadium? Just big plays. So Morose will come in to try the point after. His last point after attempt blocked by Andy Pash. This one, there's not, the urgency isn't quite there because it's still a 9-point lead if he doesn't make it. And he does make the point after, so it goes to 30-20 with 44 seconds left. And Woodland Hills will be kicking off. He said we've been welcoming new sponsors here for our broadcast. One of them, Innovative Wellness Center in Youngwood. It transforms your look and well-being at Innovative Wellness Center, your one-stop shop for all your aesthetic and wellness needs. Beauty treatments to holistic therapies or expert weight loss guidance, our expert team is here for you. Our clinic and salon located 322 Armbrust Road in Youngwood. You can learn more about the variety of services at www.innovativewwc.com. Experience top-notch care and personalized attention. You can visit today and let us help you look and feel your best. So Woodland Hills will be kicking off. 55-yard pick six by Jaden Estes. And it will be Gasky and Chris Cochran back deep with 44 seconds left. And the Wildcats down 10. Expected a bit of scoring when this game began, and it didn't look like it for a long time, but it's really come alive here in the second half.
The second half is much more what we expected than at that first half.
Yes.
The first half was sad.
Jacob Morose kicks it high. Coming down, Gasky will take it at the 10. And he will be stopped. Well, he gets across the 25-yard line. So 37 seconds remaining for Greater Latrobe. Both of these teams, well, Woodland Hills is 1-0. Latrobe is 1-1 in the conference. Both teams will be 4-2 after this game tonight. So Johnny Wetzel, Pistol, Brady Prohovic behind him. 37 seconds left. Prohovic takes it up the middle. Dive to the 35-yard line. Picks up about 8, maybe 7. Latrobe operating without a huddle. And it's Prohovic again. It's the first down, 40, out to midfield and into Woodland Hills territory. But that may be the final play of the game unless Latrobe can get to the line. So we were thinking maybe Johnny Wetzel would challenge the all-time rushing record, but that's the end of the game. He comes up about 20 yards shy of that, and Latrobe comes up 10 points shy on the scoreboard. Woodland Hills comes in here tonight and hands the Wildcats a 30-20 defeat. And so we will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a recap of all the scoring. Mike Dorich will have his post-game game statistics, and of course Mike Paremka will be talking with Coach Ron Prady. All of that coming up on the Wildcat postgame after this.
I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, and this is the post-mortem here. Greater Latrobe gave it a valiant effort, that's for sure, but they come up 3 points, well, not 3 points, 10 points shy, and they fall tonight to Woodland Hills. 30-20 is the final. Let's recap the scoring here quickly if we can. Latrobe got on the board first with a Roman Augustoni 39-yard field goal. It capped a 10-play, 85-yard drive. Came with 2:25 remaining in the first period. Latrobe up 3-0. Woodland Hills answered with a field goal of their own by Jacob Morose. It from 35 yards. It was a 7-play, 80-yard drive. That came late in the second period, and it tied the game at 3. And then just over 2 minutes later, a touchdown for Woodland Hills after a turnover. McKay O'Connor went 34 yards. It capped a 2-play, 42-yard drive and gave Woodland Hills a 10-3 halftime lead. Excuse me. Latrobe in the third period. Well, in the third period, Woodland Hills went 3 plays after Latrobe had gone for it on 4th down at their own 26-yard line. They turned the ball over on downs, and Woodland Hills turned that into a touchdown. 3 plays, 30 yards. They went. It was McKay O'Connor again, his second TD of the night from 10 yards. Morose with the point after. 17-3 Woodland Hills at that point. Latrobe came back. They had a 78-yard drive, but they went for it on 4th down at the 2-yard line of Woodland Hills. They were stopped shy of the goal line, and they turned it over. But at that point, they had Woodland Hills deep in their own territory. There was a holding penalty called in the end zone against Woodland Hills. That resulted in a safety, which gave Latrobe 2 points. 17-5 was the score at that point, but more importantly, it gave Latrobe the ball again. And after the free kick, Latrobe goes 55 yards in 6 plays. Johnny Wetzel with the 2-yard touchdown run, and it was Augustoni with the point after. With 3 seconds left in the third period, that cut Woodland Hills' lead to 17-12. And after that, Latrobe got the football back. They went 26 yards in 4 plays after a turnover by Woodland Hills. Johnny Wetzel with the touchdown run from 4 yards. He also got the 2-point conversion, and it looked like Latrobe might pull the game out. 20-17, they took the lead for just the second time in the game. But in the final 5 minutes of the game, Woodland Hills, they drive 81 yards in 8 plays. McKay O'Connor, his 3rd touchdown of the night from 3 yards out. Andy Tash would block the point after to keep it a 3-point game, 23-20. But as Latrobe tried to answer, time running out, it was John Wetzel's pass, as he was being hit, was intercepted by Jayden Estes, the linebacker, and he took it 55 yards to the house, pick 6. And the point after made it 30-20, and that was the final for this game. So Latrobe into the 4th period looked like they might steal a victory here at home, but Woodland Hills took it down for that all-important score that put them back on top, and then they got the pick six. So Mike is down on the field. He's with Coach Ron Prady, and we'll see if they are ready to go with their interview. Looks like they're just about set. Okay, so here's Mike and Coach Prady.
Times you had the ball goal to go twice and didn't come away with any points. It's hard to overcome those issues.
It sure is, and that's we're not going to win many games doing that, especially against a good team. The effort was there all night, and that's not a question, but we've got to be better, and I've got to be better.
There was a point there in the third quarter. You go down 17-3, and I wondered if the Cats had anything left in the tank, but they did show resolve coming back to take a 20-17 lead.
It did. Again, the effort was great, but that safety kind of gave us some momentum, and we kind of got rolling a little bit after that. But we can't be inside, one time on the 19, one time inside the 10, and come away with no points. So you're right about that.
The passing game came alive a little bit tonight. Is that a positive to take away?
Yeah, sure, but we still didn't win.
Next week at home, you're finishing up 3 straight at home against the Kiski area Cavaliers. Any thoughts on the Cavaliers?
Not yet. I'll be able to tell you later in the week, but right now we'll let this one sink in a little bit and try to get better.
Okay. Good luck next week against Kiski, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we want to thank Mike and Coach Ron Prady. We're going to bring Mike Durich in here right now with the game stats tonight. And after we said it didn't look like much offense in the first half, it really kind of exploded in the second half.
We've all heard of the book Tale of Two Cities.
Yes.
This is the tale of two football games. Wow, this was crazy. Okay, let's go right to the stats. Latrobe finished the game with 16 first downs. John was okay passing, 8 out of 13 for just 53 yards. That was the problem. He didn't get anybody downfield to speak of. Rushing, they rushed for 337 yards.
Wow.
Now, John had 240 of that.
Wow.
By himself. And then Brady Prohovic had 97 on 14 carries. So that
300
exploded in the second half. 330 yards. They cleaned up the penalties. Only 3 in the second half for a total of 12 in the game for 77 yards. Still way too many, but at least the second half was better. Woodland Hills had 11 first downs. They were 5 out of 11 for 89 yards passing. They rushed the ball 22 times for 145 yards. I thought Latrobe's defense did a really good job, except for a couple plays in containing their running game. And they had a total offense of 234 yards. Of course, the pick six makes the score look a whole lot different than what it actually was. And they ended up making only 2 penalties in the second half. So they finished with 9 for 86 yards. What Coach Prady said was absolutely right. They were there. They had the opportunity.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything. You're not going to win these games in a conference like this. When you get a chance, you better go.
Yeah, they had, like he said, they had a from the 19-yard line and one from inside the 10.
Yep. You just can't waste it. You can't, because it puts way too much pressure on the kids then to try to come back and win at the end. That's hard to do.
So we saw Johnny Wetzel, as we were saying, challenge the all-time rushing for a single game.
Yep.
He got close, but just a little shy. 12 yards.
Yep.
Wow. 240 yards rushing. Wow.
And we kept saying
they knew he was doing it.
Yeah, they knew he was doing it, and why weren't he doing something else? And all of a sudden he broke a couple, then we saw why they were doing it.
They did open up things a little bit
Yes.
In that fourth quarter. We saw that pass to Drenovich.
Yep.
They did a couple of other things. Brady Prahovic got free, and so
he really played a strong game. I thought Brady did.
yeah, he did.
Not much in the first half, but boy, he made some big plays in the second half.
He
when
sure
they needed
did.
him.
Yep.
So
that's that game went back and forth. When it was 17-3 Woodland Hills, I thought Latrobe, they're done.
Yep.
They can't get a score. And then they got a score after that safety, and suddenly they're looking good again. And they went ahead. They had the 3-point lead, and I thought they're going to win this game. And Woodland Hills just a little too much.
Andy Tash
Blocked the extra point, kept their hopes alive.
Everything seemed to be going in their direction.
And
then
then
Johnny was going down when he threw that last pass. Went straight up in the air, and the big boy rumbled home.
It didn't. They had a 4th and 3.
Yep.
And then Drenovich, they got
Turned
that
upfield.
penalty
Yep.
when he turned upfield, and then it was 4th and 8, and that's when they picked off the pass and took it all the way.
Yep.
So, if
Tough
you're,
one.
yeah, it is for Greater Latrobe. It was kind of reminiscent of the Franklin Regional game in that respect, that it was a tough loss, but they played well enough to win, but they just didn't make the plays when they needed to.
They just needed 1 or 2 more plays.
Yep.
And of course, how many coaches can say that after a game? Losing coaches, right? That's the common deal.
So both teams now 4-2 after this result tonight, except Latrobe falls to 1-2 in the conference, and Woodland Hills is now 2-0 in the conference. As we were saying earlier, Franklin Regional was losing at halftime to Kiski. I don't know how that game turned out. They and Woodland Hills were the only unbeaten teams in the conference, so we'll see what happens after that result. But for Greater Latrobe, a disappointing loss tonight here at home, and so they'll try it again, the last of a 3-game homestand next week against Kiski. Kiski will come in here, and if they were able to beat Franklin Regional, that could be a very, very tough game as well.
Yeah. As the game was going on and Latrobe kept coming back and finally taking the lead, something popped into my head. I said, I don't know if he's here. He may not have been here, but he may have been home watching, whatever. But boy, this has got to make Alex Tash feel a little bit better. You know, even though he's not here, they're going to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Which that would have helped his recovery, I think. But
he was down on the sideline.
Was he?
He was
I
here for
missed
the
it.
whole game. Yeah, we saw him. He was one of the captains before the game. That's right. You're playing this game without your best player.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that factors into it as well.
Sure does.
So we don't know his status, whether he'll be back next week, but we will be here to bring you Greater Latrobe against Kiski. We hope you'll join us for that. We thank you for being with us for this game tonight, a very entertaining game. We hope you found it to be that as well. So for Mike Dudurich and Mike Perimka and Tom Everett and Spencer, good job. Thank you for your efforts here tonight. And we want to wish Kristen Borland the best at his wedding tomorrow. But Latrobe comes up short here tonight. The final score, Woodland Hills 30, Greater Latrobe 20. And you have been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!